And welcome everyone to Oswald Field here on the campus of Heston College. As we're getting everything ready to rock and roll on this windy day, Rusty Witcher alongside Dr. Phil Miller and Jasmine Pankratz. The three-man crew back in effect. Phil finally gets to join us for baseball.
Yeah, finally. I got permission to get out of the house and join you guys.
Yeah.
Jayla?
Yeah.
So we are getting everything, our levels all set up. Guys, we have Dakota County Technical College in the house. A 4-game set. 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun here for us.
It's going to be real interesting. This wind is pretty strong straight out of the south, which is straight from center field
Absolutely.
towards us.
In a wind advisory, gusts over 40 miles an hour.
So basically, you could have a deep shot to center field and it'll end up behind the plate.
We are a little bit behind in field prep, as you can see someone out there dragging the field. And the reason being the lawnmower ran out of gas, and they had to scramble around for the gas can and the funnel. So
it's amazing how important something like gas is in order to make your lawnmower actually run.
So the starting lineup for the Dakota County Technical College Blue Knights, Bradley Goulet, the shortstop, leads things off. Nolan Bayer, left fielder, to bat second. Travis Schmidt playing second base, batting third, and the catcher, Caleb Zoda, is in the cleanup spot. Trent Fredenberg is first base, batting fifth. Jason Murillo is the third baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Cody Grunhagen, the designated hitter. Scott Harrison bats eighth and plays right field. And rounding out the lineup is Chad O'Hare. On the hill for Dakota County Technical College is Justin DeKaiser.
Look how pretty this is.
Lark's defense around the horn as we'll get out there. Joel Ogletree out there in left field. Cooper Morgan in center and Josh Stivers over in right. Nariki Fujimara, also known as Bob Fujimara over there at third base. Nick Platten getting the nod at shortstop today. Logan Dryden at second. And Kalen Haynes over at first base. JD, Jeremy Deckinger behind the dish. And Brad McBride on the hill for the Larks. Now, we've gone through everything. Guys, we want to hear from you. Whether you're a fan of the Larks or a fan of the Blue Knights, we welcome anyone watching from Dakota County Technical
Or just
College.
some random person watching us on
people.
YouTube, I guess.
Yeah.
No, sometimes those aren't well.
Yeah, that's
no,
true.
we don't want
Jasmine's
okay.
right. Jasmine's absolutely
If you're not
right.
a fan of either team, then
If you're
we don't want to hear from you.
If you're a YouTube troll, stay away.
Yeah.
But there are 4 different ways for you guys to contact us. The first one, grab your phone and send us a text. Tell us who you are, who you're watching, where you're watching from, any questions, comments, and feedback. That number, you can text us, 620-217-1465. Again, that number, 620-217-1465. Second way to contact us, open up a browser, since you're already watching on your computer, and drop us a line. GoLarks at Heston.edu. GOLARKS at Heston.edu. Jasmine, there are 2 other ways to contact us. Let them know how they can get in touch with us.
Yeah, you can tweet at GoLarks, #FearTheNest, or at the Heston Baseball page, or I will be in the live chat. And that is the most convenient way, in my opinion. You can just drop your little live chat bar down there and just say what you want there.
Yeah, so there's...
And that way I can remove your comments if I don't like them.
Wow. Jasmine,
Wow.
Just
power tripping this morning, and I like it.
She's reigning
Sometimes
over this.
they're not very nice, guys.
That's true.
Really?
No, she's absolutely right. We've had a couple that were not very nice.
Wow.
Just be kind.
Keep that to yourself,
I
because
won't delete them if they're kind.
I have a fragile
You'll
ego.
delete
Or,
them if
I
they're
mean,
unkind?
if they're only throwing blasts at, like, Rusty or Phil, I won't delete them.
Wow.
My feelings are easily hurt, though, so
Yeah, my feelers are all kinds of hurt right now.
I'm a very sensitive soul.
So text us, tweet to us, email us, live chat with us. We'd love to hear from you. Even if you're a fan of the Blue Knights or a fan of the Larks, let us know who you're watching.
Yeah.
Blue Knights coming in today 1-1, and Phil and I were talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
They played their first games of the season
Indoors.
Indoors at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. They played up at where the Vikings play football. U.S. Bank Stadium, I think is what it's called. Yep. And, how interesting would that be to get to play indoors in a NFL
That's where the
stadium?
Super Bowl was this year, right?
That is correct. And if you look at the pictures, the football field markings were still on the field. That'd be wild. But here's the deal.
That'd be sweet.
The indoor perspective it's a different perspective than when you play outdoors. So if they can, whoever can adapt to the new perspective for Dakota might have an advantage over his teammates a little bit. Because it does throw things off.
We played them last year, right?
Yes.
We played them the last couple years.
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been a good team to come down, and we've enjoyed having them.
Yeah,
down here,
oftentimes they get to come down and make a swing through Kansas and play a bunch of games because it's often too cold up in Minnesota.
It's a long drive.
And a lot of times this is their first few games of the season down here. So for them, this is balmy, spring-like weather. Actually, this is probably a summer-like for Minnesota.
This is really nice, actually. It's not bad out here.
No, it's not.
No, it's beautiful.
It is. I mean, game time temperature hovering over 60 degrees, wind howling in from the north as Bradley Goulet to lead this off for Dakota County, Bear to follow, and Travis Schmidt batting in the hole, and Brad McBride will work from the windup. And the first pitch from Brad McBride upstairs, missing, and the count 1 ball quickly.
Russ, you're not kidding about wind howling. It's a sustained 21 miles an hour right now.
Yeah, it's coming in.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Pretty hard.
The 1-0 pitch coming up from Brad right now. And he deals. There's a fastball right down the middle for a strike, and the count quickly even at a ball and a strike.
Nice pitch there by McBride.
Brad again from the windup. That's on the ground. Tapper back at Brad. Brad vacuums it up and tosses over to the big man on campus, Kalen Haynes. 1 away.
I forgot to clear it.
Nice play by McBride there to get it out.
And that'll bring up Nolan Bayer, the left fielder.
And wish I could have some stats for you folks at home, but unfortunately Dakota, I don't think, was able to get up their stats in time for us.
Yes,
so.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing and you're jumping on the bus on the road probably. I get that.
I mean, you could just make them up.
That's a base hit through the whole left side, and Bear aboard past a diving Nick Platten.
So Bear batting 1,000 for the season so far.
He might be. We don't know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say I think he's batting 1,000 for.
He's batting 1,000 He's batting 1,000 for this series anyway.
For the series, I mean, pretty sure the
Travis
last 2
Schmidt.
games he hit 5 home runs. And
Travis Schmidt digging in as the second baseman. Quick move by McBride, and Kalen couldn't hang on to it.
Phil, you missed it. On our first broadcast for baseball this season, we had 7 countries, and what was it, like
18
states?
18 states.
18 states. That's impressive, folks. Holy smokes.
Brad misses upstairs with a fastball on the first pitch to Schmidt.
7 countries. Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Russia.
Was that from Heston and the other team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other team was pretty was that?
diverse.
It was their first game.
It was their first game ever. Yeah, the first
Ever.
game
I forget
in
who
history.
it was.
Oh.
Northeast Community College.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The 1-0, right back down, and Brad
Nice.
battles back with a strike.
Not to be confused with Northeastern. Or was it Northeastern?
It was Northeast Community College from Nebraska.
From Nebraska. Okay.
From Norfolk, Nebraska.
Oh, Norfolk. I've been there. Yeah.
Why?
I interviewed for one of my internships up there. Decided not to go.
Count is even 1 ball, 1 strike.
Because it was Nebraska.
Yes.
That's ball in the middle, right back at Brad. Brad thinking 2, over to Nick at 1.
Ooh.
And the Larks get the lead runner on the fielder's choice.
Good play by McBride there. Good hard slide by Bayer.
Yeah, right at the bag,
Clean.
too. I mean,
It's
absolutely
clean.
clean. Very clean.
Yep.
And that brings up Caleb Zoda, the catcher.
There's a lot of people here.
Yeah,
Kind of.
there's a pretty good contingent from Dakota, it looks like, that made the trip down.
Yep. And to clarify, I'm not sure if we clarified, Dakota County Tech is from Minneapolis, Minnesota area.
Minnesota?
Yes, the Twin Cities. Beautiful area. I love the Twin Cities. Have a few friends up there, so.
This guy has a nice beard.
He does. That is a healthy, good-looking beard.
McBride now forced to work out of the stretch. That gets by. JD never saw it coming out of his gloves.
Oh.
He's running the wrong way.
JD never saw that, and Schmidt takes second on the passed ball.
Gotta get on the same page there, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if that just ticked off JD's glove.
I think it did. Yeah,
I mean, JD was pretty surprised that he didn't have that in his glove.
I think so. Because the way that it angled back over here to our left, it would have had to hit his glove. Or something, maybe the umpire, but I don't think it hit the umpire.
And the pitch. Fly ball, right field.
Yep.
And Josh Stivers makes a good read out there. So the Larks force Dakota County to strand a runner here in the first. We'll take a break and be back after this.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Hesston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Hesston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Hesston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Hesston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Hesston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Hesston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Hesston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. Rusty, Phil, and Jasmine in the house.
Professional as always.
Had a lot of fun. Again, you guys can text us, 620-217-1465. You can email us, golarks@heston.edu, GOLARKS @heston.edu. You can tweet to us, hashtag, or @golarks, hashtag Fear the Nest. And Jasmine's in the live chat, and she hasn't even told us if anyone's in the live chat yet.
Because nobody has.
Well, step up, people.
Come on, people.
There's only 8 people watching. There's a lot of people
Morrissey
here.
stepping up.
Jasmine doesn't think anybody's going to email us either.
I bet we get an email. And Morrissey takes a strike here from DeKaiser.
It doesn't count if it's from you, Rusty.
I'm not going to email.
See, now we do have stats for Hesston. Morrissey hitting .429 on the year.
Morrissey with a healthy swing and a miss, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bayer's out in left field for Dakota County. O'Hara in center, Harrison in right. Murillo over at third base, Goulet at short, Schmidt at second, Fredenberg at first, and then DeKaiser on the hill, Caleb Zotto behind the dish as DeKaiser misses outside. It's Morrissey, Stivers, Kalen Haynes, Jeremy Deckinger, Joel Ogletree, Cooper Morgan, Nick Platten, Bob Fujiwara, and Logan Dryden are the Lark batters. And Morrissey hits a hammered ball through the hole on the left side for a base hit.
Some good, healthy swing there.
Good, healthy swing. That's going to add to his average. He's got an on-base percentage of .563.
And that brings up Josh Stivers.
That's
he
crazy.
Was the Fall World Series MVP.
Stivers was.
No.
Oh, Morrissey was.
Morrissey was. Well, he's having a heck of a year so far.
As the catcher.
Through the first 14 games, so.
Reportedly has large calf muscles.
Oh, yeah. He drinks like 2 gallons of milk a day.
What?
Yeah. I'm serious.
Big curve from DeKaiser.
I'm not exaggerating
upstairs.
at all.
I thought I drank a lot of milk. I don't even approach that. I don't even do that in a week.
Yeah. I don't like drinking milk, so.
It's delicious.
Curveball drops in for a strike to Stivers, and the count now 1 ball, 1 strike.
Is the wind supposed to die down at all?
No.
It's supposed to be as windy or windier tomorrow.
No, it's supposed to be a little bit less windy tomorrow.
Ooh, fun fact, I won't be here tomorrow.
Really?
Oh, you won't?
Mm-mm.
What? You're going to leave me alone with him?
I know.
I'll have to carry the
Well,
booth.
They have the same times tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
12 and 3, yeah. I'm
12
be
and
here
2.
for 1. Is that today too, 12 and 2?
Yeah.
That was 12 and 3.
Well, sometimes our games do run a little bit long lately.
Yeah. It'll go,
Counts
20,
2 balls,
30 minutes
1 strike
after the
here to
first
Stivers. DeKaiser
game. Use it high.
misses upstairs with the changeup. And they count 3 balls, 1 strike now to Stivers.
Have you done any sub-state games this week, Rusty?
No, I have not.
Oh.
I did cover Monday night.
What was Monday night?
Heston High School getting beat by Sedgwick in an upset. Stivers draws the walk, and there are 2 Larks aboard with none out for Kalen Haynes.
You're implying the guys' team, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The girls are playing for the sub-state championship tonight in Sedgwick.
Yeah. That'll be a good one.
The Larks are threatening here. Hey, Haynes is hitting 417 on the year.
Larks have some sticks up and down their lineup.
Yes, they do. 11 RBIs already.
Look, you got some fellow Iowa State fans down there.
I do?
Yeah.
Where
Little
is
kids wearing a little...
He sounds very intelligent.
Kalen.
He's
I
child.
like it.
Somebody probably dressed him, forced him to wear that.
No, I doubt it.
That's the
I bet
only
he
way
voluntarily put that on because he loves the Cyclones.
I really doubt it.
Kalen with a very healthy swing of the first pitch from DeKaiser missing.
You don't wear that unless you actually love the Cyclones.
The 0-1 coming up. Kalen fouls it back off of the catcher Zoda. Then the count quickly 0-2 to Kalen.
Still nothing, guys, in the live chat.
Still nothing.
Do we have people watching?
11.
Okay.
11 folks, all right.
The 0-2 coming up here.
It's low for baseball.
Guys are stepping off.
Well, it's Saturday, it's noon, it's a beautiful day. People are still out running some errands probably.
Yeah.
Viewership will boost up here in a little bit.
I don't know those 11 people appreciate it, even though they haven't told us they have.
That's downstairs. Kalen looks at the ball. Jasmine's really fishing for the live cat here,
I was
isn't
going
she?
to say, she really needs your love and attention, I think. That's what it sounds like.
It
Sounds like you need
Is that a clinical?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You're like
Yeah, he's a psychologist.
literally Dr. Phil.
I'm literally the real Dr. Phil.
Time call by Kalen here. The count 1 ball, 2 strikes. See some of the softball girls coming to
Making
field.
their way.
They're playing at K-State Salina tomorrow.
I think you're mistaken. That's only one softball girl.
Oh, it is.
Singular.
Sorry, I just glanced down and saw Ashley, and I figured where Ashley goes, there's usually a couple. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ashley Yazen leading the nation in strikeouts.
Oh, my goodness. As a hitter or a pitcher?
Pitcher.
Okay.
She's already broken the career record.
Oh, she's going to shatter records. De Kaiser.
Taking his time.
Time was called
He
by
did.
Kalen.
I heard it called.
And the
I'm
umpire
confused.
granted the time.
Mm-hmm. I heard it called.
And that is a courtesy. You do not have to grant time
You don't have to.
from an umpire's perspective.
It's a
Got
little
2 ball, 2 strikes. Kalen fouls it back and stays alive.
A little bit of a risk on a hitter's part to
Ooh,
ask
I
for
have a
time like
question.
that.
Shoot, Jess.
What do you think is the hardest sport to be a ref or an ump or whatever for? To be an official for?
Ooh, that's a great question.
That is
I
a
know.
good question.
I'm full of great questions.
I mean,
I think baseball.
I think it's hard to be an official these days, period.
Period, true.
I
yeah.
think football.
I would actually say basketball almost.
Really?
Basketball's tough because
Yeah.
you're right there and the
You're-
crowd's
it's
right
always
there.
going.
Yeah,
The crowd's
that's
on
true.
top of you. You have to run all over the
Baseball
place.
has so
Football,
many.
you're getting nailed by the players, though, like if you're not paying attention.
Can be.
The payoff pitch. Kalen fouls it off and stays alive in the batter's box.
Yeah, but if you're a field judge, you just kind of stand back there and
Yeah.
You have so many different
Scratch your
roles.
tummy.
You have so many different roles with basketball or with football officials. Different roles. And
Yep.
a set place that you do. I think that's
Yep.
probably a little bit easier. Payoff pitch again coming up.
Do you think there's any sport that should have more officials? To have more
I
judgment?
mean,
you know what I
basketball's
mean?
got 3, which is a good number.
I wouldn't mind
Baseball-
seeing JUCO baseball with 3 umpires all the time.
I would
that's what
rather
was
see
just
3
thinking.
out here
It's
for
like, maybe
JUCO
they should have
ball.
another one.
Major League Baseball with 4 umpires is pretty good.
Payoff pitch again. Curveball misses
There we
inside.
go.
Kalen walks
Good
his
job,
way to
Kalen.
first base, and the sacks are loaded for Jeremy Deckinger.
And the Larks are threatening here with a meadow full of larks.
The meadow is
meadow
occupied.
full of larks.
An exaltation of larks.
The meadow.
The meadow is full.
The nest is full.
The nest is occupied.
The nest is occupied. That's right.
We just need to stop.
We can't fit any more larks in this nest. We're going to have to clear them.
And that brings up JD.
Oh my gosh. This is why I won't be here tomorrow.
Are we going to have to...
not why you're...
I can only handle one day of it.
Flush the larks? Is that what we're going to do?
Flushing larks.
Yeah.
What?
Jeremy Deckinger.
Is that a bird term? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, you flush out like a pheasant, or you flush
Oh,
out
okay. I see what you mean now.
a quail or something like that. I mean, you can't shoot larks, but...
No, you do not shoot larks and get in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Because it's our state bird?
And it's a songbird.
Oh.
And it is
Why would you even want to shoot them?
I don't know.
The 0-1 coming up. JD on the ground, left side towards a shortstop. Goulet, the only play he can go is third base.
All right.
A run does come home.
So that's one run for the...
And the Larks take the lead on the little ground out RBI by JD. Joel Ogletree stepping in, playing left field. Joel, the other day during that softball broadcast, as it was nice at the start of it, Jazz and I were having a good time, and the front came rolling in. And ripping through.
Yeah.
And it got cold.
I got frostbite.
You did not get frostbite.
Yes, I did.
Let me, where?
In my toes.
Are they black?
Yeah. I'm not going to show you them because
the 1-0 coming up.
I don't want to repulse you.
Right.
Snap throw back, diving in is Kalen.
Kalen not going to try for third on that wisely, I would assume.
I mean, even though Kalen's a big guy, it would only take about 5 steps to get from second to third.
Is that why baseball players wear their hats so low so they don't blow off?
No, sometimes it's the sun.
They do. They wear them really low.
So there's multiple ways to wear your hat. Most of it's stylistical choices and also sun.
Because some pitchers have their hat pulled down super low and look.
There's
up
a strike
their
on the
eyes.
outer half.
They might want to. They think they're intimidating. They're not, but they think they're intimidating. When I played, we would curve our bills pretty good.
Now it's flat.
Now a lot of guys do flat bills.
That one stays in front. Curve is where it's at.
What's the advantage to the flat? Just the style?
It's all style choices.
Sometimes pitchers, though, do that because they can see a little better depending on sun angles.
Yeah, you would have a better peripheral vision with a flat bill. That's true.
Count 2 balls, 1 strike to Joel. Fisherman Joel.
I would say at this point it's all preference.
Joel on the ground, up the middle. Goulet thinking 2, bobbles it around. They can't come up with it, and finally do.
Ooh, second base is hurt.
Schmidt went down and
took a hard slide.
JD was sliding right up the bag.
Hit him right in the shin.
And there was a little bit of a bobble right there.
Man, it's times like these I wish we had the instant replay. No?
Instant replay.
I'll just go back and watch it myself.
Can you do that on there?
No.
Oh.
Well, not that I've figured yet.
I just
go back
nifty.
and watch it.
It's just a hard slide by...
Deck at second.
This broadcast is still a little dark. Oh, wait. Yep, still dark.
I hope he didn't get cleated or anything. That hurts.
I think he did.
Did he get cleated?
I think he got smoked by Deck.
And depending on how you have your foot on the bag, if you get that stuck in there, that can really wrench things up.
They pulled the camera away, though, so it doesn't show it on the broadcast.
Who's running the camera over there?
I think it's Keegan. Hey, Keegan.
It's Keegan.
Is there any way to make it brighter? It's really dark.
So they're tending to second baseman Schmidt.
They are. Hope he's all right. You don't want anything serious here.
Camera. It's really dark on
Lark's up 1-0. He's up and moving. I just think it was, again, good hard slide. Nothing wrong. Deck went right at the bag like he's supposed to. Went down. It's just the bobble and the time. There was no way for Schmidt to get out of the way.
And poor guy, I think he had his feet firmly planted, which that can really mess things up. Because that's why you see guys jumping and getting out of the way, so it doesn't hurt as bad.
Looks like he's okay.
All right.
So
tough young man. He's going to walk it off.
Travis Schmidt walking off a little bit. Rub a little dirt on it.
Yep.
Get back in the game. And that'll bring up Cooper Morgan.
Cooper Morgan hitting .286 on the year, 4 RBI.
Cooper's mom is here.
Is she really?
Cooper's mom is here.
She's right down there. She was in Dallas, too.
Okay. So, Coop digs in. 2 outs. A run across here for the Larks. Runners at the corners. DeKaiser working again. Deals. And that one skips back by the catcher. Almost went over the backstop. Kalen comes home.
Oh, my goodness.
On the
We're going to call that a wild pitch?
Yeah, I mean, and the Larks have a second run across. I've never seen one go almost
not on
up
a pitch.
And over.
No. Although the more baseball you watch, the crazier stuff you see.
That's true. That is true.
My goodness.
That is true. So the count 1 ball and no strikes to Coop.
And we have seen some crazy stuff up there.
We have seen a lot of crazy things.
Have we?
Yeah, well, I don't know about you.
There's a strike at the Kaiser at the top of the zone.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen somebody steal home to win a ball game.
Walk-off grand slam to win a ball game.
Grand slam to win a ball game.
I don't know. Deck winning that game last year was pretty impressive. You remember that?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
That one misses upstairs to
at the time.
DeKaiser. Stayed a little bit high from our angle, but we're up top. It's hard to see.
Yeah, speaking of officials being hard to officiate, baseball could be difficult with all the crazy rules and things like that, all the different arcane things that you have to know.
Like what?
Oh, like
strike zone's fairly subjective, and depending on the umpire, you know.
But what is it? 8 different ways that you can get on base.
7
different ways you can get on base without. Or including a hit.
Yeah, including a hit, yes. Yeah. 7, yeah.
Wasn't that one of our trivias last year?
Yeah, we did trivia last year.
Do I remember them?
Or like, if you're a runner at first and there's a ground ball and you get hit, you might be out, but you might not. Depends on where fielders are.
That one stays a little bit high to Coop. Coop draws the walk.
Nice job. Good plate discipline by Coop.
Nicholas Peter Frederick Platt.
So
Nick, the Aussie.
Joel's going to move over to second base on that.
Oh. And I think his dad is tuning in.
Okay, cool, great. I enjoy visiting with Nick. Nick makes me laugh. Nick on the ground, slow roller at third base, fielded by Murillo. Murillo's throw across, pulls the first baseman off the bag. 1 run is in. Coop on his way. That goes all the way into the right field corner, and Nick is all the way to third after the error.
So Coop scores from first, Nick goes to third, Joel scores from second.
Yeah, and Nick's over there at third base.
That's basically a 3-bag error.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. He made a nice play on the grounder.
He did. He made a good charging play, but the throw came up and pulled the first baseman, Fredenberg, off the bag.
He had the misfortune of it not actually going into the tarp over there.
If it goes in the tarp, it's dead, but he got all the way to the corner.
Absolute worst thing that could have happened.
That one misses outside to Nariki Fujimara, otherwise known as Bob.
Bob hitting 263 on the year, 364 on base average, or percentage.
And the 1-0. There's the outside corner, and a good pitch from DeKaiser. 4-0 here in the bottom of the first. Larks in front with just 1 hit.
And 4 runs off of that.
There's a nice curveball, breaking ball in there for the strike, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I would say that cut the corner.
I would agree. Swing and a miss.
And he got him.
They said he was not tagged, but the throw down.
Okay.
But it does still get down as a K. 2-3 on the putout. Larks score 4. We've played an inning. Heston College 4, Dakota County Technical College 0. We're back after this.
Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Hesston College BSN student. Learn more about the Hesston College nursing program today.
All right.
I'm greater than bullying.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field, Rusty, Phil, and Jasmine. And this is Trent Fredenberg, the first baseman for Dakota County in the top of the second. Brad deals a big swing and a miss by Fredenberg.
Am I noticing this right, Russ? We have a fenced-off bullpen over there?
Yes.
Oh.
They redid the bullpen, and they moved the visitors' bullpen out to the cages.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, out to the cages.
Yeah, it's all. I mean,
okay.
redid bullpens, and they're turfed
nice.
up. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
As a swing and a miss from Fredenberg. Far cry from the old school baseball field that I played on, Babe Ruth. Swing and miss. Fredenberg chases the curve upstairs.
There we go. Nice pitch by McBride. Yeah, Hesston continually looking to improve the facilities and things like that.
Yeah,
nice.
If the capital improvement plan goes through and the new renovations with everything, that will be amazing. If you guys feel like donating that, we'd be happy, more than happy to.
We would accommodate that request.
Yeah, absolutely. Swing and a miss here from Jason Murillo.
I feel like he was taking a real healthy cut at that.
Yeah, he was trying to hit that to New Mexico.
He sees that 275 down the lines.
The 0-1 missing downstairs. And I wonder, I'd love to talk to a visiting player who's playing here for the first time, and they come in and just salivate at 275 down the lines.
Yeah.
But it's a straight shot back to 350 and then 390 to center. We've got a 41-mile-an-hour gusting wind as that's popped up.
This is going to end up.
That's going to be a long run.
Oh!
With a good play out there.
Wow.
Tracks it down. Nick had to run for a week to make that
play. He did.
That
was a great play by Platten out there in shortstop.
I don't think Bob ever saw it off the bat.
No, I don't think he did either. And that is a good sign of how bad that wind is. That ball started out almost between short and third, and Nick caught that almost on the line.
In foul territory.
Yeah.
Cody Grunhagen, the DH, steps in and takes a strike from McBride. Two away here in the top of the second.
The advantage is Hesston has hopefully been practicing in this type of weather most of the
We've had a lot of windy
so
games.
What school is this?
Dakota County Technical College.
Dakota County.
And they count 1 ball and 1 strike.
I imagine from Dakota County, Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's in the name.
Curve drops in, a good curve on the outside. The backdoor breaking ball, so to speak, to Grunhagen from McBride. And they count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It was a really nice pitch from McBride.
Fastball on the ground at Logan, deep in the hole. Logan makes a play, toss over to Halen. And Dakota County goes down 1, 2, 3. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the bottom of the second.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Hesston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Hesston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Hesston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Hesston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Hesston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Hesston. I'm not worried about you.
And welcome back to Oswald Field. Logan Dryden to step in and lead things off in the bottom of the second for the Larks. Logan batting in the 9 hole this game. And that one misses downstairs and the count 1 ball. Looks like we've got a pretty good turnout today.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad day, though. I mean,
we only have 20 people watching, so.
Well, that's double than what we just had, so maybe it'll keep doubling.
It'll keep going. It's a good day for baseball.
This is downstairs, and they count 2 balls, no strikes to Logan.
I mean, Iowa State's not playing basketball, so there's nothing to watch on TV.
You're funny. Nothing to watch on TV.
Except for us.
Except for anything besides Iowa State.
That one stays downstairs from DeKaiser, and they count 3 balls, no strikes.
Oh, but speaking on a team we agree on, guess, Rusty, don't answer because I already asked you.
Okay, right, I won't. I know where you're going with this.
Team we agree on.
Guess, well, kind of related. Guess what city is the best baseball city?
St. Louis.
No.
Oh, it's
They're
St.
number
Louis.
2. No, this is like statistically proven. They're number 2.
The 3-1
statistically
coming up.
proven.
That misses upstairs, and Logan aboard.
St. Louis.
No. They're number 2.
No.
Guess who number 1 is?
St. Louis. Des Moines.
What the heck is Des Moines?
Heston.
I warned you that.
What the heck is Des Moines?
I warned you, Jazz. This isn't going to go well. I told you this on Wednesday.
Number 1. Guess who
Heston.
number 1?
Ryan Morrissey digs in. Ryan's singing
Right here.
to that.
No.
Floater
This
back.
isn't even a city.
It is, dude. The
This
city
is
of Heston.
a town. This is a village.
That's
Snap
hardly
throw
a
back
village.
and nearly got Logan over there. Lean.
My goodness. Quick throws.
Yeah, McBride set him up for. DeKaiser set him up for that, and I kind of like that move from DeKaiser.
It was.
Threw a little floater back over there. Logan dove in, got off the bag, and there was a laser beam thrown back in there, and DeKaiser misses downstairs.
I'd say the number 1 baseball, it's got to be Norway, Iowa.
Dude.
Jasmine, I warned you on Wednesday. I said it's not going to go well when this happens. You didn't listen to me that time.
Let me ask, Alex,
It's
what
a
do you
tiny
think
little
it is?
town in Iowa. There's
best
been a
baseball
bunch of
city
Major
in
League
America.
Baseball players from there. So
No. That's number 2.
St. Louis.
He said St. Louis, too.
St. Louis. Duh.
The 1-0 coming up here to Morrissey. That one too far outside the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
East St. Louis.
He said Cincinnati. It's New York.
It's New York.
I was going to say New York, too, but
Whatever. No, you weren't.
I don't want to give him any credit. When you say
they're the best
statistically
baseball
proven,
fans in America. That was statistically proven. Yes,
2-0 coming up.
I did a research project on this week for my Bethel class, and we had to pitch a team for our professor to buy as an owner, and it could be any team in any league. And almost all of my class did the NFL, and I did St. Louis, and there was only one other group that did the MLB.
That one upstairs.
So-
Ryan draws a walk.
how are they statistically proving?
Let me read it to you.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
5
No, I
walks
got
now for
it.
DeKaiser.
I made sure it
Yeah.
was proven.
Russ is desperately trying to talk about the game.
Just bring this game back.
We have no interest.
And this
I
is
wanna know this.
2017.
2017.
Yes. Best baseball cities.
Josh Stivers coming in.
Methodology.
Yes, methodology, please. I'm sure this is super scientific.
Okay. In order to determine the best cities for baseball fans, Wallet Hub's analysts compared 363 of the most populated U.S. cities based on 31 key metrics, which are listed below.
First pitch of Stivers downstairs for a ball.
So they all have points based
Oh
on
my
championship wins, fame of head coaches, performance level of the team, fan engagement, average ticket price, number of coaches in past 10 seasons, attendance.
Big curve misses inside to Stivers.
See? You see all these statistics?
Yeah.
It's
So
proven.
New York gets an unfair advantage because of their number of teams.
No.
Just going to keep going
They've
here
got
at baseball. We've got a game going on. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Josh.
Yes, it's a
2
very good
runners
game,
on.
by the way.
None out here in the bottom
Yeah,
of the
St. Louis has the most engaged MLB fans.
Of course we do.
And
I mean, just look at my shirt.
The 2-0 coming up. Josh looks at the pitch upstairs. That one stays high from DeKaiser.
and the best performing MLB team.
Okay. Which means St. Louis should be
Okay,
the best baseball
what's the
town.
worst performing MLB team?
Worst
That one
performing?
Missing
Worst
downstairs, and Josh draws the walk. 6th walk now from DeKaiser, and that brings up Kalen Haynes.
And now we have an exaltation of Larks.
2nd time the Larks have loaded
It's
the
going to
bases.
get so old.
I've been saying this now for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've only been here for one, and it's old.
To you.
You need to come up with some new
Oh, we went through a bunch of different options and...
A flock of larks on the base paths.
A flock, a swarm of larks?
No.
We're not bees. Although the lark is a very vicious...
Oh no, not this.
Attack bird of prey.
What's not this?
His lark's a vicious attack bird.
Oh. Yes. Look at our logo.
It's
very sharp,
actually,
pointed
we've done
beak.
this before, and this isn't. No, this isn't right.
Thanks, Jess.
According to our logo, I would say the lark looks like a dangerous bird. You don't mess with it.
Well, you would be wrong. I'm going to start a petition to change larks to sharks.
And that
or equivalent to land sharks, larks.
Good luck
and it's
with
gonna make it. I know it will.
Good luck with that.
That's what, if you listen to the baseball team, they break down to go Sharks. Don't sigh at me. A shark sounds cooler than a lark.
It does not.
Yes,
For
it
a team
does.
from Kansas, we don't have sharks here.
That's why it's a land shark. Keep up.
There's no such thing.
You're no such thing. Literally,
Keelan
there
Haynes
could
is
be
coming
so many
bad
more
here.
vicious animals in a lark in Kansas.
It's like trying to call
Like
tuna
a badger.
chicken.
We could be badgers.
There are
We're not
badgers in
Wisconsin.
Kansas.
Yes, huh?
Yes, there are badgers.
There are badgers in Kansas.
That one gets away from
nope,
Zoda.
Nope.
And the lark runners will have to stay at home.
You've clearly never pulled rye before.
Never what?
Pulled rye in a wheat field? You know what I'm talking about, Rusty?
I know what
No,
you're talking
we
about.
don't have wheat in Iowa. That's
Well,
where I'm from.
you live in Kansas,
Yeah.
so you should see people out and about.
I haven't
pull
had to
rye.
do manual labor in Kansas.
The 1-0 coming up to Galen.
Oh, so that's why you're really here.
I'm a professional here.
Oh, okay. Professional non-worker.
I work very hard.
The 1-0 coming up. Kalen
Ooh,
does
caught the
offer,
corner.
but it caught the corner either way. It's a strike and count 1-1 strike.
Well, I'm guessing David Loudwig's here.
Yeah.
Kalen looking to add to his RBI total of 11.
Chance here. That one too far
Yep.
inside. And the count now 2-1 strike to Mr. Haynes.
The guys are having a little bit of trouble here locating his pitches.
Yeah, he's issued 6 walks so far.
Yeah. Which, it's early in the season for Dakota County, though. You have to expect a little bit of pains like that.
Kalen chops one foul on the off-speed pitch.
Plus, it's probably, I think it's about a 9-hour, 10-hour trip down from the Twin Cities area to here. And they're riding in a bus, so...
It's a nice bus, though.
Oh, it's a beautiful bus, yeah.
The 2-2 coming up. Kalen not
Ooh.
cheated on that swing.
Not
he
at all.
misses as he was trying to empty the bases. Now bring up Jeremy Deckinger. Deck reached on fielder's choice, grounded on into or an RBI ground out.
Yeah, Deckinger leading the team with 16 RBIs. Chance to add to that team leading total.
And the pitch to Deck. Deck right back up the
That's-
middle. Could be it's going to be a nice play by the
Yep.
shortstop.
Wow.
Goulet. It was a slow roller. He
Wow.
steps on second, tosses over to Fredenberg, and the Dakota County Technical College gets out of the inning on the 6-4-3 double play, or the
That
6UA.
was just unassisted.
6UA double play. We're back after this on the Lark Network.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies. I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Heston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Heston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a lark at Heston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school, Texas A&M. Giga Maggies.
And welcome back here to the everything discussion group except baseball, as Brad outside corner, Scott Harrison, the right fielder for Dakota County.
People are tuning in for a baseball game, and they're getting
everything but
a group discussion. Well, we've been talking about baseball, baseball towns, things like that.
The 0-1 coming up. That is a fly ball right side going back. Kalen.
That's going to end up out of bounds.
Stivers tracks it down,
nice
gets
job,
underneath
Stivers.
it, and makes a play.
Well played. Knew how the wind was going to take it.
You never guessed what the worst performing MLB team was.
That's
the Cubs.
What? There's one in World
He's
Series.
a Cardinals fan. He's always against the Cubs.
Braves.
Rusty.
I'm thinking here.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Royals.
No.
The Milwaukee Brewers.
No. The Padres.
No.
The Padres would be a good guess. The 0-1 coming up, or first pitch to Chad O'Hare, center fielder.
It's got to be the Marlins. No? The Devil Rays.
You haven't even hit anyone in the top 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a chopper on the ground, right side, foul.
The Red Sox.
No.
I desperately want it to be the Red Sox. Wait, the Reds maybe, or the Mariners?
You gotta give me cities. I don't know how these places
Cleveland.
Are. Where are the Reds?
Cincinnati?
Yeah, Cincinnati is one of them. Their number.
There's a shot
3.
at Logan. Logan
Or
plays
4.
off 2 hops and tosses over Kalen 2
go.
away.
Rusty,
Yeah.
you got any yet?
Seattle?
Oakland.
Seattle?
Seattle might be a good guess. They haven't. Baltimore.
Phoenix.
Yep, Phoenix is number 1.
Really?
Brad Goulet takes the pitch inside, 1 ball.
Took you long enough.
Well, I just never...
Phoenix is number 1, Minneapolis 2, and Denver 3.
Denver?
The 1-0 coming up. There's a pitch from Brad, and that's a strike at the knees.
I can see that. There's a lot to do in Denver that's fun.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like Broncos games?
Broncos games or the
The
mountains?
1-1, swing and a miss by Goulet, and the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, we are taking text messages. We'd love to hear from you. Send us a text at 620-217-1465. Drop us a line, golarks@heston.edu. Tweet to us for live chat on the ground.
Ooh.
Bob with a nice play off the ugly hop.
That was a beautiful play.
Bob with a good
Wow.
play. Played the hop.
Wow.
And the Larks hold Dakota County 1-2-3. We're back after this on the
Aubrey Johnson, Mustang, Oklahoma.
Braden Hancock, Brighton, Colorado.
Kyle Hartley, Bend, Kansas.
Colby Korf, Hugoton, Kansas.
Coy Campbell, Dallas, Texas.
C.R. Curlis, Maysville, Kansas.
David Ladwig, Wichita, Kansas.
Grant Harding, Lewisburg, Kansas.
Ishmael Moye, Arlington, Kansas.
Isaiah Smith, Dallas, Texas.
Kendall Pelton, Cheyenne Wells, Colorado.
Malik Morar, Arlington, Texas.
Rex Lee, China.
Shannon Cordes, Lawrence, Kansas.
Shamel Almanor, Miami, Florida.
Zach Neely, Ada, Oklahoma.
And welcome back to Oswald Field. The weather, temperature nice, weather windy.
There's not a cloud in the
Classic
sky.
Kansas day, am I right?
Classic,
Very much so.
yes. Joel Ogletree takes a ball from DeKaiser. DeKaiser working. And there's a little action up there in the bullpen for Dakota County.
Yes, there is. We will not be able to tell you who it is because I cannot see numbers from that far away.
Down in the shade.
up in their bullpen.
That pitch missing upstairs in the count now. 2 balls, no strikes to Joel.
Oof.
Joel takes a pitch downstairs in the count. 3 balls, no strikes.
They're making my nose runny.
Well, you're eating these hot fry things.
We have someone who says hello, but...
Hello! We'll say hello back. Get a conversation going.
I don't think they're a baseball fan.
Oh.
It might be.
No, I don't think so, Rusty.
Oh.
She can tell.
Trust
She's
me on this one.
she's a cyber investigator.
She is a cyber investigator.
Thank you for the proper label.
I am guessing that it's something to do
I'm
with the
sure
username.
I could do like a full, like, career-paying job for that. Or is that what a hacker does?
That's what a hacker does, yeah.
Well,
But
no.
a hacker doesn't, like, track down people.
The cyber investigator goes after the hacker.
Jasmine's going to start her own catfish. Jasmine's going to start her own catfish show.
Yeah.
That was a good pitch there from the guy.
I've never understood what catfishing is completely.
Really?
I mean, there's like catfishing, like noodling.
No, we're talking the cyber catfishing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, is that when you like pretend to be someone
Yes.
that you're not?
Exactly.
Isn't that just called impersonation?
Yeah, but they do it online. It's called catfishing.
Yeah, it's a specific type of impersonating.
Yes.
I don't understand where the term catfishing comes
Fly
from.
ball center field for Cooper off the bat, and O'Hare tracks it down. Did he come up with it? Yes, he did on a diving catch, trying to play the wind and makes a great play out there.
That was a wonderful catch out there by O'Hare.
Got a text
Especially
right
with
here.
that wind.
Not me. I wouldn't dive on the ground for that. Nope.
Coop's grandparents watching from Commerce, Georgia. Thanks for what you do. Go Larks and go Braves.
Hey,
Hi, Cooper's grandparents.
I may have added the go Braves part on that. Just put that out there.
You're assuming they're Braves fans.
Well, Cooper is.
They're probably
Cooper
Cardinals
is.
fans.
They're probably Alabama fans.
That one downstairs getting by Zoda, and Joel trots over to
Kidding.
second
I
base.
know that Cooper's not an Alabama fan.
Things are different down there. They might actually, like, burn your car or something if it's the wrong
Say
team.
that. Track me down.
I mean, I don't want to speak for Cooper's family, but
yeah. Nick steps up. He reached third on an error, and Nick takes a strike on the outside half. There's a count. 101. Nick on a swing and a miss, and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. You can somewhat hear David Ladwig.
Well, somewhat. I can hear him.
So here's my question. Do you think David even knows what he says, or did the words just come out of his mouth?
He has no idea.
Okay. Dave, one of our basketball players, and best
things
player on
just
campus.
come out.
Snap throw back to Joel, and Joel diving back in.
And both basketball teams wrapped up their season this week.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
both
they did?
Losing on
Wednesday.
That was
Oh.
Wednesday. And softball's played, will have played 8 games this week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they played Monday, Wednesday,
Nick fouls one back to the fence.
yesterday, and they'll play Sunday.
That's impressive. They get that many games in.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
That's what I said yesterday.
Yesterday
Oh, wait,
was Friday.
yesterday's Friday. You're right.
But they did go down to Pratt and beat Pratt twice.
No, they did
doing
really
great,
well
yeah.
for how often they're playing. I would be exhausted.
Another pass ball, and Joel over to third with 1 out and a 2-2 count to Nick. So Nick trying to find anything to the right side right now.
And tennis has
I'd say that's a wild pitch, by
a
the way.
tournament today. Is that right, Rusty?
I think so. I think they're
I think
no,
they have
they're at Cali for a duel.
What's the soccer thing
But
that
it's
was
a
going
regional.
on over here?
They're just playing indoor soccer.
Indoor soccer?
Yeah.
Okay.
With like they have
Saw
little tournaments with
like
Bethel
3
and-
schools over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Tabor here. I know the Heston College women's soccer teams probably got a couple teams in this little tournament.
I
That
saw
play this.
Bethel and Southwestern College. A lot of activity here on campus today.
Yeah. Every sport is in full swing.
Yeah.
Golf will have its first tournaments this week. Monday,
Yeah, Tuesday. They're at Turkey Creek.
Monday, Tuesday, and
Turkey
then
Creek up in
Friday,
McPherson?
Saturday.
Yeah, they're at Turkey Creek up in McPherson for the Bethany Invitational.
Oh, okay.
I try to get
Nice
up.
little golf course up there.
Free ride to that one, but-
We've done that before.
Yeah, we have played that course many times. I like that
Okay,
course.
we get it. You're boring.
What?
Golf is so boring.
The
Not to
3-2
play.
Not to play.
Yeah, it is. I probably shouldn't.
Nick
say that.
lifts one right side,
Not
but
gonna
it
get down.
drops foul.
Almost.
That was going to be in Ribby City.
It was. That's almost a perfect spot to hit the ball on this field. Because if you can get it down in the corner like that, you almost guaranteed extra bases. Because as a right fielder, usually you play a little bit more off the line even.
And after that, Harrison cheating in.
You can see a light spot out in right field where most of the guys will stand.
Nick steps out. Counts full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The rest of you guess what?
Yes, Jasmine.
I start my golf class on Tuesday.
See?
So.
That is a lot of fun.
Didn't you tell, was it the golf team that I could probably be better than all of them?
That one on the ground is no one covering first base. Nick's aboard. Miscommunication from the right side.
Yep. What are we going to call that? E3 probably?
I think so.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Official score, E3.
And that'll bring up Bob Fujimura.
So Heston now runners on the corners.
No, Jasmine, I challenged last year Justin Jaramillo.
Who?
I said, JJ.
Oh.
That he was in golf class. I said, give me a week with you and she'll beat him.
It was just JJ. I thought it was Dylan too.
No, well, you could.
There was a lot of guys in that. There's a lot of people in that class actually. It's a popular class.
Golf class, if it's anything like it was when I took it, that's a blast.
The 0-1 coming up. That one downstairs. Getting by the catcher. Yep. Joel coming home.
Joel's gonna
and
score
Joel trucks
easily.
his way in. Nick going to third. No play there.
Aggressive base running by Nick.
And Joel tacks on another run. That's the 5th run of the game for the Larks on the just one hit. And I think that's probably going to close the game for DeKaiser. Looks like, and they're going to pull in DeKaiser. We'll take a break and be back after this on the Lark Network.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
Whoa, it just got really loud.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Heston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
In a third inning.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do, and that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Heston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Heston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Heston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Heston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major.
And welcome back to Oswald Field. Jeremy Moore coming in relief here.
Jeffrey Moore.
Jeffrey Moore, thank you. Jeffrey Moore. With a 1-1 count, or a 1-0 count with one out here, and one run across in the bottom of the third.
Jeffrey, freshman from Deer River, Minnesota. Quickly starts him off with 2 balls.
The 2-0 coming up. Swing and a miss, gets through Zoda.
Nick's gonna score.
And Nick comes home.
All right. Another wild pitch.
And they count 2-1.
How's it going, Coach? Good to see you.
Hi, Rob. Larks up 6-0.
I'm always going to call him Coach.
Why?
Because. That's why.
Cool. Cool story, dude.
Because when I met him, he was the baseball coach. So. Then Kyle took over.
And now Kyle's leaving.
Caught the corner. Full count, I believe.
Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
To Bob.
Dude, so I get my emails from Bethel, you know, because I'm on their college email or whatever. They're having a Nerf war as one of their campus activities. That sounds so awesome.
How violent.
Chopper on the ground at the third baseman, Murillo. Murillo throws across and makes a play over there.
Nice play by Murillo.
Yeah, to get Bob. And they'll bring up Logan Dryden.
It's a good comeback by Murillo after that first play with the error.
Again, we are taking text messages, we're taking emails, we're taking live chats, we're taking tweets.
Basically, if you can communicate with it, we'll probably interact with you.
Cassie Howell in the live chat says, supporting Daddy and the Larks from home. Hashtag Lark it up. Yes!
All
My
right.
hashtag is trending.
That one, bunny and foul.
Actually, that was somebody else's hashtag. I should have a disclaimer on that. But then I started tweeting it and all of our stuff. And look, it's caught on.
So you're spreading
it's caught on. Yes. I don't remember who told me that one, though. You remember that, Rusty? It was the very first game.
And I don't remember, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I've since deleted all those text messages. I always delete the text messages after every game. Just keep a running tally. The 0-1 coming up here from Moore. Logan shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the strike, and the count now 0-2.
I wonder if I could find it.
Leaves it outside.
And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The door doesn't want to stay shut or what? There we go.
You have to latch it. The 1-2 on the way. Misses downstairs in the dirt.
Logan's showing some patience.
Logan, a base hit left side.
Oh, well done. Nice piece of hitting.
A little frozen rope out there to left field, and Logan aboard. With only the second hit of the game for the Larks.
That was a 2-strike, 2-out hit, too, by Logan. Nice.
And that'll bring up Ryan Morrissey.
What are you looking for?
See if we have any emails, since you have the email up.
No, I just checked. No emails.
Okay.
I mean, I could email us so that we could prove Jazz wrong. But
I already said that doesn't count.
What? No, you said if Russ emails, it doesn't count.
Well, you too.
Now we're just making up rules.
A snap throw back.
No. Oh, look at that dog. Do you see it?
That one misses downstairs, and the count 1 ball and no strikes to Ryan. Ryan has one of the 2 Lark hits. He also drew a walk. His on-base percentage of 1 billion through this game.
I see your dad hanging out over there on the first base dugout.
Yeah, he's there. Local celebrity himself.
Yep.
There's a good pitch from Moore right there at the zone for a strike. Runner going. Throw takes an ugly little hop, and the second baseman, Schmidt, couldn't come up with it as Logan swipes second base.
Nice clean steal by Logan. That, I believe, is his 8th stolen base on the year. So a little bit of speed out there on the base paths. Now Morrissey has a chance at an RBI. Leaves that high.
The count now. Deuce is wild across the top of the scoreboard.
That beautiful new scoreboard we got out there. Second season for it.
Beautiful.
The 2-2. Fly ball center field, and going back is O'Hare. O'Hare makes a play. As that ball hung up there in the wind.
It did.
The Larks score 2 in the third. We played 3. Larks 6, Dakota County 0. Back after this.
This is another song that's going to get us in trouble.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Hesston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Hesston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Hesston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently at Hesston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Hesston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Hesston. I'm not worried about transferring. My advisor saw me out at least a half a dozen times the first semester just to make sure I was on the right track. I started as a Lark at Hesston College, and I'm planning on transferring to a state school.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field.
It's beautiful.
We're the top of the
day.
fourth here. Larks leading 6-0. Brad coming out to work, and Nolan Bear stepping in. Bear singled, but then was forced out. On a fielder's choice in the first. This is his second at bat of the day. Brad missing outside. And I want to state it again, guys, that the wind is blowing.
Is it? I haven't really noticed.
It makes things a little bit tough. I think it makes things tough as both a pitcher and a hitter.
I concur.
The 3-0 coming up now.
Was that the right word?
Yes, that was right.
Thank you.
Trying to think. As a hitter, not as... I mean, maybe a little bit, but it is the worst is for the fielders.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're not used to this, especially, I think the wind is kind of swirling a little bit.
That's the first walk issued by McBride.
My weather app is saying the wind's out of the northeast, but
it's
we can.
Not.
I don't really
it's
feel
changed
it
a little
anymore.
bit. Yeah.
No,
wait, never mind.
It's shifting
Give it a
directions from time to time.
No, just kind of look at the best indicator.
I believe it's prevailing out of the south.
Yeah.
Prevailing?
Yes, prevailing.
There's a strike on the outer half to
that's
Travis Schmidt. Travis is second baseman, so it's good to see him up and hit. He was hit on a slide, on a legal slide, a perfectly fine slide, but he was hobbled around a little bit, so it's good to see him staying in. And the off-speed pitch from McBride missing.
How do you eat those things?
Eat what things?
Those orange slices.
I'm going to ask you about your flaming hot fries, too. How do you eat those things?
Because they're delicious. Those are disgusting.
The 1-1 coming up. That's a little looper dropping in. Base hit. Diane Quayle out there to left field for Travis Schmidt.
Just a little looper.
And that brings up two runners on and none out for Caleb Zoda. And we've talked about this before, but I want to reiterate it. In Division I college baseball, they did a study on this, and they paid attention. A leadoff runner gets on with none out, and they score 66.6% of the time.
Yep. That's at the Division I level.
Right. Rob said at the junior college level, he charted it one time, and it's closer to about 71%.
Yep. So that's a pretty high percentage.
It is.
7 out of 10 times that lead runner is going to score.
in some way, shape, or form.
Yep. If he gets on, if he's the first guy out.
Count 1 ball and no strikes to Zoda as Brad's got working a little bit of trouble here in the 4th, locating. That's on the ground. Ooh. McBride knocks it down. He's going to go to first. The only play he could. Brad was thinking 2 the entire time. Good job of getting his glove on the ball.
Yeah, good job getting the glove on the ball and then knocking it down and having the wherewithal to know that his only play was the first, so that's where he's going to go. He can at least recover and get an out of that situation.
We only have 18 people watching.
It's because
Trent Fredenberg stepping in.
It's because you're with us today.
Yeah. People are out doing yard work. They're running errands.
They'll be watching.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
That's silly.
That one's downstairs and missing. If they're out, they should. If they're out doing yard work, they'll take their laptop out and turn it up loud.
I was going to say they should actually get their smartphones out, put it on that.
There you go.
Get some headphones and
listen
go for it. Yeah.
That'll blow your data.
Not if you have Wi-Fi.
If you're doing yard work, you're outside. Your Wi-Fi probably won't reach all the way outside.
No, my Wi-Fi.
No, my Wi-Fi does too.
My Wi-Fi makes it no problem.
Well, I can't even go outside of my room here on campus without losing Wi-Fi. Yes, it's ridiculous.
We count 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah.
Don't blame the Wi-Fi.
2 Trent Fredenberg.
Oh, okay, it's my fault. Yeah. It just happens to everyone.
Curveball misses inside, and the count 2 balls, 1 strike to Fredenberg.
Just be glad you have Wi-Fi. When I was here, we had nothing. That's not true. We had computers in the room, but you had to pay for internet.
Oh, it was ugly.
You had to pay for internet?
You had to pay for it.
That's a little flare. That's going to drop in the gap for a base hit. A run coming home from Dakota County Tech. A second one on the heels. And a 2 RBI single for Fredenberg. And Dakota County now on the board.
That was a nice hit by Fredenberg,
really was.
Too.
Didn't do a whole lot with it. Nope. Went with the way the ball was pitched.
Line drive to right center field. So the Blue Knights are on the board here in the top of the 4th.
Jason Murillo stepping in. Murillo popped out to Nick on that running one play that Nick made where he started at shortstop and finished somewhere in Marion County. He ran forever.
Forever. Probably up in Hillsboro.
But did a great job of tracking that ball down. Larks with a shift. Haven't seen a shift like this in a while. Defensive shift. Nick's almost behind the bag at second.
Very strong shift.
Logan's deep in the hole over there at second. And Kalen protecting the line.
Big old hole there over by shortstop.
That one popped Fallon out of play for Murillo. Murillo 0 for 1. 1 out here and 2 across. As Dakota County right now out hitting the Larks just 3-2.
It's one of those crazy score lines that you're going to see in JUCO ball. Bless you.
Thank you.
Ooh.
What?
I'm getting a big old buzz from something.
From you.
No, I don't think it's that you.
It's that ungrounded laptop. That one missing downstairs of the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. We will try and figure this out. We think,
it's not bad.
For all of you that wonder what the buzz is from, we think they're the electromagnetic field because the power is central to comes through to the press box or underneath the press box. And so there's a lot of juice going through us.
There's a massive power conduit under us.
No, I'm really not making that up. Gary Orier and I talked about it. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Murillo.
Because that's how they turn the lights on and stuff down there, isn't it?
Yep. That's a chopper on the ground, and Kalen can't come up with it, and it's a foul ball.
And the lights here, they're mightily quality lights, so they take a lot of juice.
They do, and now that they're almost all working.
Yeah, they just fixed a bunch of them this week.
They even drained the one that was full of water.
There was one full of water?
Yeah.
That sounds super safe.
Yeah, totally safe.
Yeah.
Which one was
it? At one
it?
point during the Babe Ruth season, one of the coaches is also a police officer, and I asked him if he had his gun, if he could knock the water out of. Well, they got it out of one. I still see it in another.
How do you see it?
It's in that far pole, second light on the bottom. You can see the water stain.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Big curveball missing outside.
Nope.
Well, and to be fair, I mean these lights are probably 21 years old.
Yeah.
21.
Mm-hmm.
I think they actually replaced a bunch.
Actually,
of them.
22.
There's a chopper on the foul ground. Actually, they did. If you can't quite see it, but they did come out this season and do a lot of replacement bulb work and fixture work.
Sure.
There are still some ruts in the infield from where the truck was.
But I mean that makes sense though, because they're over 2 decades old, and
that one's a tapper on the ground, stays in foul territory. Kalen did a good job of waiting that one out and said, "No, we're going to send you back," and then made the play in fair territory. Now these lips have done a lot of work. They've taken off the lip.
Mm-hmm.
There's still a little bit of a lip here, and I have seen a bunted ball hit the lip and roll back into fair territory.
that's one of those crazy, weird things that we were talking about earlier.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Runner goes
Stolen
on the
base.
swing and miss.
Yeah, I'll give him a stolen base on the strikeout.
Rio goes down swinging, but
removes a force situation at third, or not at third, at second. Pardon me.
Well, 2 outs now for designated hitter Cody Grenhagen.
Grunhagen grounded out to second last time up.
There's a good breaking ball for a strike from Brad.
Brad showing some moxie here, getting deep into the 4th inning. Goodness, that buzz is...
It's a little bit loud.
Yeah, it's getting obnoxious.
Fly ball popped out of play and back towards the tennis courts. And the count now quickly 0-2 to Grunhagen. Grunhagen grounded out in his first at bat.
Yep, just like I said 2 pitches ago.
I forgot you also have a book too.
I do. I have the book right in front of me.
That one's fisted foul and back out of play. Right, almost off the hands.
It was. It wasn't. It zipped right over the backstop there.
Count riding 0-2.
I'm still waiting for one to come flying into our...
It doesn't happen very often.
But it has happened.
I've only seen it once or twice. As that one misses outside. And the count now evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Kylie Brenneman showing up here. The 1-2 on the way. Off the fist, that's going to be trouble. Yep, running in, dropping in, base hit. Joel thinking of Hosen at the plate. Nope. No throw, not in time. And Dakota County tacks on another one on the single from Grunhagen. As Fredenberg scored off to the races, running on 2 outs, and it's 6-3.
And that was almost a perfect kind of base hit right there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As shallow as the teams are playing out in the outfield, he just dinked that right over.
And it died. It died dropping
Button's head, yeah. A little dying quail.
And that brings up Scott Harrison, 0 for 1 with a fly out to right field. And Harrison not cheated on that swing.
No, he was not. That was a good, healthy cut.
That it was. Runner going. And that one fouled back.
McBride not even paying attention.
No, it wasn't even. I mean, it was a straight steal before McBride ever even checked him.
And really, McBride's concern is the hitter in this situation.
Right.
He just
with
wants
2
to get the last out.
You're ahead as a pitcher, 0-2.
And they're moving center field over probably another 5 steps, it looks like, to the right, towards right field.
Brad, the fastball. Deckinger can't come up with it. JD was going to try and come out of his crouch, but just kind of got tangled up with his feet. And Grunhagen gets down to second.
I think I'm going to have to call that a pass ball myself. I'm not sure about the official score.
Because I think Jeremy had a shot at him, but got his feet tangled out. And the 1-2 coming up. Of course, we are unofficial scorers.
We are not the official scorers.
But we're pretty close. That one misses upstairs, and the count 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, our opinion means nothing. So
I don't know. My opinion can carry some weight once in a while.
Yeah, my opinion always matters.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
The 2-2 coming up.
Like this one right here, where I'm telling you that my opinion matters. That one matters. Yours doesn't.
That's a fly ball, left side. Joel going back. It's over his head. That's going to score a run. It's all the way to the fence as Harrison doubling into the left field corner, and Dakota County with the rally.
Dakota County answering strong here late in the game.
And Harrison tattooed that. Give him some credit. If there's no win, that's home run easy for Harrison.
Yeah, no win. That thing actually probably goes. Or if it doesn't go,
I think if
Ogletree might actually catch it.
if it doesn't go, no, I think Joel turns and watches that if there's no wind.
Most likely.
Because that's going to land on the top of the berm, the soccer field. So 4 runs across here is Dakota County rallying, and still no one up in the Lark bullpen.
No. You'd just like to see McBride get that last out to finish this inning off anyways.
That's the 5th hit of the game for Dakota County, the Blue
and
Knights.
They're going to move him back to second because I don't know how he ended up on third.
No, he was running.
Oh, he was talking to his base coach.
Yeah.
Never mind. There's a timeout.
Yeah, there's time. Don't worry, folks. It's Phil's first baseball broadcast of the year, so bear with us as we knock the rust off. We're all a little bit rusty up here.
You act like I'm actually good at this.
It's not like you've ever played baseball or anything.
No, yeah. It's only been 20-some years.
I wouldn't have said that on air.
Yeah.
We're comfortable with it.
Yeah. I'm old. What are you going to do?
That's a chopper on the ground. Nick trying to sweep it up. Has to stay back on his heels. Makes a play over to Galen. But damage done. The Blue Knights
answer back.
Send 8 batters to the plate. Score 4 runs. We played 3.5. Larks lead 6-4. Back after.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost.
And welcome back as Josh Stivers, first pitch swinging deep in the hole. Shortstop throw across the diamond on the tag. Nice play by the first baseman, Friedenberg, to come off the bag and make the tag. And that'll bring up Kalen Haynes.
Yep. Nice play by
Josh comes up a little gimpy.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if they got tangled up a little bit or...
I don't know if he hit the bag wrong.
Yeah. Well, he didn't touch the bag.
Okay, well, he missed the bag wrong.
Yeah. Well, he got tagged, and I don't know if they hit each other or...
Kalen Haynes is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk and a run scored. Big curveball that didn't curve.
So is that really a curveball then?
It was a curveball that slipped.
It was an attempt at a curve that did not...
An attempted curve. I like, how many... That could be a new baseball stat. Attempted
curve.
That went too far inside, and the count 2 balls, no strikes to Kalen.
Attempted breaking ball.
So we did get an email.
We did. We got an email from Stephen B. Ryan.
All right.
Go Larks, you've got this.
That's a hot shot of the first baseman, swept up. Nice play by Schmidt to cover, and then the pitcher Moore to get over there.
2 down for the Larks then.
Well, we can score that 3 to 4 to 1.
Something like that.
Sure, why not?
I'm just writing down 4 to 1, but
Making up stats again?
No, we got this. Jeremy Eckinger steps in. And the 0-2. Or excuse me, the first pitch to JD.
Eckinger with an RBI got on first at bat with a fielder's choice.
And got an RBI out of the deal.
And then grounded into a double play.
An inning-ending double play.
Yes.
And the count even at a ball and a strike now to JD.
Whew, it is actually getting kind of warm up here.
Feels good.
Is it?
Yeah.
That one outside corner, and JD quickly behind 0-2. Excuse me, it was 1-2. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's 0-2.
1-2.
1-2?
1-2. The first pitch was a ball.
Oh.
That ball fouled out of play. Scoreboard's kept down in the dugout now, which is kind of nice.
That is really nice. And they
Wireless
actually have been
scoreboard.
doing a good job of keeping up with it, too. It's not like when I run it.
Can you hear me that?
And the 1-2 delivery from Moore. Stays downstairs. And they count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Too far outside, and our count is full, 3-2. As full as you can get, 3-2 with 2 outs.
Yep.
That's too far outside and low, and JD is aboard.
So JD coming all the way back from a 1-2 count to get the walk.
And that brings up Joel Ogletree.
Ogletree hitting 485 on the year.
So Joel learned the hard way the other day to listen to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Him and Jacob Harris, relief pitcher for the Larks, decided they were going to go fishing on Wednesday.
Oh, boy.
I think you should have let him go.
I did. I told him to, as Joel fouls that one back and I'll play, I told them, go to the golf course, fish here, the front's coming in. They got to Marion, and within 20 minutes of being at Marion, the front rolled in and it got too cold.
Marion?
Yeah, they did. It got too cold, and they turned around and came back.
So they went all the way to Marion.
It's about 35 minutes.
For 20 minutes of fishing.
That sounds like the super smart Joel and Jacob I know.
That would be Joel and Jacob. I think those two together are dangerous.
Joel and Jacob.
I mean, Russ only has been fishing this area for like 40 years.
Not quite 40, but we're close. The 01 coming up.
You started fishing when you were 1.
Not quite. I might have been like 4.
4? All right.
So 36.
36 years, yeah.
Something like that. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike now. Joel, a fly ball hit a ton out there to right field.
That's trouble.
That is going back. That is off the wall. Joel's thinking 2.
Yes,
JD on his way home. Throw comes up the line, a no play, and JD scores.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
Joel with the double, an opposite field double that he absolutely tattoos.
He crushed that.
And JD comes all the way around and scores from first.
Another one of those, Russ, without the win. That's probably...
Oh, that's Gandhi.
Over the street.
Yeah. That ball's lost in the weed pile out there across College Drive.
And still a really nice play. Duckinger scoring from first on that. Showing some wheels. Oh, and we're going to, looks like a pinch runner for Joel. We have
Tyler Reinhardt coming in to run.
Reinhardt.
So that'll close the book on Joel today.
Yep.
As he was 1 for 3, or 1 for 2, excuse me. A double and a walk, 2 runs scored, and a fielder's choice. Larks leading 7-4 with 2 outs. And Kyler over there at second. Curveball by Moore misses outside.
So Coach Howell maybe wanted to get a little more speed out there to get this run home if they can. Be a nice little put a little more cushion on the lead.
That's a fly ball left side
That's
up in the
gonna go in the
wind
bullpen.
and gets out of the over the bullpen.
Oh, no, yeah, totally out of play.
Oh, yeah, it was
not even in the bullpen.
So that puts the count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
So Coop scored his first time up to the plate and then flew out to right field.
The 1-1. Misses downstairs.
Right. Coop wisely lays off of that.
The 2-1 coming up. Coop's 0 for 1. A run scored on a walk and a fly out to center field. Cooper shoots one, but a nice play by the first baseman on the line drive snag. Coop hit that right on the screws to right field. Fredenberg was right place, right time, and robs Coop of the base hit. Probably would have scored a run.
Definitely would have scored a run, yeah. I think that would have scooted into the corner.
We've played 4 innings here. Larks lead 7-4. Back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
And welcome back here to Evan Oswald Field.
McBride coming out for the 5th inning here.
And he will be pitching against Bradley Goulet, the leadoff hitter for the Blue Knights. That one misses upstairs.
Goulet 0 for 2 so far.
You count 1 ball.
Ooh, turned on it.
Did, but it's going to get out of play.
Yes, it will. Into the soccer field, I believe. Just a long strike.
The 1 ball, 1 strike count. I'd still like to see, Phil, I'd still like to see some the Heston College students take up the tradition we had back in the day of grilling on top of the dugout.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Had a lot of fun doing that. The 1-1 coming up. That's a chopper on the ground, left side, and foul.
It'd be nothing like open fire and flame on top of the dugout there.
It's concrete. The only danger of catching fire was probably me.
Which I'm surprised that didn't happen.
Come on, I can grill. We know this. Goulet now behind the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch misses outside.
I don't know. The things I've seen happen to you,
Touche.
Yeah.
The 2-2 coming up. Little looper. Logan has to play it off on top, kicks it over into center field. And Goulet aboard.
Gonna have to call that an E4, I guess. Yep. Official score, E4.
The Larks commit their first error of the game. Larks leading the country in errors committed.
And not necessarily the category you want to lead the country in.
Yeah, there's a lot of other categories you'd want to lead the country in. That's a fly ball left side. And coming on, making a play, center fielder. I believe that is Kyler, who's in center field now.
But the Larks have an offense that's able to erase those errors a lot of times, real quick. So if you're gonna have a defense like that, then you got to have an offense that can do that type of thing.
Schmidt coming to bat as the
It's
wind
not watching.
really howling. I know. I'll get to it eventually. Throw back, and the wind blowing in from left field now.
The door just a flapping here in the press box.
Got it. Runner goes, swing and a miss on the
Good
hit
throw.
run.
Didn't get him, though.
Not quite in time, and that's another thing for the defensive team, throwing into the wind on running to second base.
Yeah, that can be a pretty tough throw for the catcher.
Hit and run was on.
Certainly.
There. Count on 1.
Although that was a pretty good steal attempt if that was a hit and run.
Curveball stays upstairs.
Had a great
I like
jump.
how comfortable Jasmine is right now.
Yeah, she made herself really comfortable here.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable. I wish it was a little less windy, so I would
We all do.
Kind of chilly.
I think all the players would agree with that.
The 2-1 stays inside to Schmidt, and the count now 3 balls and a strike.
I mean, frankly, not the most ideal conditions for playing a game of baseball.
We've actually had it windier.
Oh, yes. And colder.
We actually.
And stormier.
Yep. And the 3-1 coming up.
Will they cancel a game for wind?
No.
No. Fly ball hit a ton. That is up in the wind.
That's
and that is out of here.
Right down the line.
Travis Schmidt gets one up in the wind and deposits it over the fence for a 2-run home run.
About the only way you're going to get one out of here is right down the line.
It was maybe a panel to the right of the 275 sign.
So maybe 280, 285.
And it's 7-6.
And it just snuck out.
Yeah. And that brings up Caleb Zoda.
So good thing we got that run in the last inning.
Zoda, first pitch swinging.
Oh.
McBride can't come up with it. He tried to barehand it.
That is not, you don't necessarily want to see your pitcher try to barehand a
No, he did, and that
ball.
would be a single.
Oh, my goodness. Yep, they call that a hit.
That'll bring up Trent Friedenberg.
Reminds me of the movie Bull Durham, you know, when, was it Nuke LaLoosh?
Nuke LaLoosh, the pitcher from Bull Durham.
Goes and hits Kevin Costner's character, and he's like, what hand did you use?
I used my left. Good, don't hit it with your pitcher.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Watch Bull Durham.
Yes. That pitch misses outside. The count 1 ball, no strikes, as got some guys stretching in the bullpen, it looks like.
Yep.
Or they're lounging, one of the two. I think they're stretching.
I'm going to go with stretching.
Snap throw back. And diving back into first safely was Zoda. You know what I'm kind of surprised college baseball hasn't done, and that's gone to a courtesy runner, a free courtesy runner for the catchers or pitchers. That's a fly ball center field. Kyler going back. Now he'll camp underneath it and makes a play.
I mean, I don't know about courtesy runner stuff. I mean, we're still trying to keep some integrity in the game, you know?
What?
Now batting Jason Murillo. Murillo struck out.
I get the idea why you'd want to do that.
Yeah.
But if you're a catcher, you still got to run the bases.
That one misses too far outside, and the count 1 ball, no strikes.
Because then where do we end it in college ball? You know,
Pitchers and catchers. There you go.
What, they can't run?
No.
They can if they want to. As a backdoor breaking ball in for a strike, and the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Brad working here in the 5th.
It's got 2 outs.
That's a chopper foul.
And the Dakota County Tech guy screams down to second base, not realizing it was fouled. I think he just wanted to get a sprint in.
And the 1-2 coming up from Brad. Runner goes, no one covering the bag.
Oh, my goodness.
And JD sends that out to center field, but fortunately Logan got back in time.
Yes, he did.
And so does swiping second.
And that'll be an actual stolen base, though, because Deckinger did try to...
Oh, yeah.
Made an attempt. There
Swing
we go.
and a miss, and Maria goes down for the second time on strikes. 2 runs on the home run. We've played 4.5. Dakota or Larks 7, Blue Knights 6. Back after this.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric in well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
2-1.
Nick Platten coming to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. Larks with a 1-run lead, 7-6. And that one misses upstairs and they count 1 ball.
Nick's got one of those amazing batting averages. 500.
That's a good one.
It's a pretty
Why are
good
those
one.
plaques in here?
Because this is where they go.
The plaques go in here?
There's
Shouldn't
a little
they go in,
flare.
like, a
Nick
trophy
trying to
case?
dump one in, and a nice running catch by Schmidt on the little looper.
Where's the trophy case?
In Yo Center?
It's not big enough.
For those 2 things
Right.
right there?
Right.
Shouldn't we work on expanding it in hopes
That's-
of achieving more?
Absolutely. That's what the capital improvement plan is, that will destroy the racquetball courts and add...
Did you just make that up?
No.
Is that a real thing?
The capital improvement plan?
Yeah.
No, there's gigantic capital improvement plan coming in for Lark Athletics.
From
As
where?
Donors.
We need
They're
your
going-
money.
they're going to
basically.
Heck no, I'll be long gone. I won't even get
Not
to enjoy
your
it.
money. We need everybody out there's money.
Swing and miss by Bob. Yeah, Jasmine, they're going to add a softball field to campus and
Oh, yeah. Redo Yo Center.
redo Yo Center with offices and take out the racquetball courts.
Anything
and,
with the baseball field?
they've done a lot with that. I don't think there's anything going on there as Bob fouls it
Well,
back into play.
They should definitely build a press box for the softball field.
Well, if they
they're gonna
have a softball field on campus.
Yeah, I know. They should definitely build
They will.
They
press box.
most
And it-
likely will.
like a better one than the one they have. That's enclosed.
I'm sure the one that's at the current field will stay there.
Yeah.
We should tear that one down.
It won't be torn down.
It should be.
That belongs to the city of Heston. They
Yeah.
won't dig that.
Is the high school softball team playing there?
No, they're supposed to be
They've
playing
got their
on
own field, right?
Well, technically they do, but they can't get on it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not open that can of worms.
Nope.
The 1-2 on the way. As Bob
There we
golfs
go.
one out there. Bob hits his little
Yes,
pitching
indeed.
wedge out there into right field, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, he just golfed that right out there and dug it out of the dirt. And the Larks are in business.
It almost looked like a little sand shot.
It did. Just a little splash of sand went out onto the grass there. He didn't ground his club before he shot, though, so it's okay.
Snap throw back, and Bob dives in.
Third base is playing on the grass.
Yeah, Logan's a threat to bunt.
Yes.
He's the best bunter one of the best bunters on the team. And Logan swings and knocks one foul just on the outside of the bag. That was going to make Logan and Bob run for a while. Kyle down there chatting with the umpire. Are you sure? And they're sharing a laugh about it.
Yes, he's sure.
And the count now 0-1.
I mean, to be fair, the first baseline is pretty well chewed up by all the runners that have been down it.
Throw back to the bag. And Bob dives in. But, you know, I love the umpires right away on the pitch. He got himself in line to see it.
He was able to make that call.
Yep. Saw where it went, lined the base, the foul pole, and home plate up, and was outside the line for a foul ball.
Do gloves help with sliding?
Do what now?
Gloves, do they help with sliding?
They protect your hands.
They'll protect your hands. You could chew your hands up pretty good.
Why would you not wear gloves then, if they help with hitting?
Because you might not want to get your baseball batting gloves all dirty and stuff like that. Chewed up.
Wait a second, I'm confused.
Yeah, you should be.
That's what fouled back and out of play. As Logan now behind the count 0-2.
Yes, they can help. Some guys will wear
sliding gloves.
Sliding gloves. But you know, I
when
never
they
did.
hit though too.
Well, they'll switch gloves.
Oh.
They'll get to first base and pull out a pair of stealing gloves.
I didn't even wear batting gloves
Yeah,
because I needed the feel of the bat in my hand. Yeah, Logan's not
and
wearing.
he slides a lot.
Yep. This field you shouldn't really chew up your hands.
Logan, a little flare out to right field or left field. That is going to be
an
over
issue.
the head of Bear.
Major issue.
Bob will stay at third base.
Good job, Logan.
And the thing about that was Bob couldn't go off and running as Bear had a read on that. He had to stay relatively close to.
He did. He had to hang out there on first just to make sure.
And that brings up Morrissey, Ryan Morrissey.
Yep. Morrissey has a chance with some two Larks in scoring position here with one out.
Head coach Kyle Howell told me, Phil, with Ryan Morrissey, Kalen Haynes, Joel Ogletree, Hunter Reinberger, and I don't remember who
I already know where this is going.
The fifth person was. Oh, Josh Stivers. That they were going to go ahead and, if worst comes to worst, run the ball with this offensive line that he has playing. Run a little counter option, is what he said.
Run the ball.
Yeah. As that pitch at the knees for a strike.
And the Blue Knights fielders are in on the grass here.
They're protect against the run.
Yes, they are. They need to
flip throw back. And I kind of like that.
Yeah, it was interesting.
As Murillo goes diving back after, and they're trying to catch Bob leaning at third
They were.
base.
I think Murillo was a little bit surprised by it too, actually.
Count 0-1.
Blue Knights, they're only within one run. They really don't want to give up any runs if they can help it at this point.
And Ryan just pounds the plate before he gets into that.
A lot of territory out there in outfield for Ryan if he can take advantage of it.
The 0-1 delivery. Ryan watches it in the dirt. And a count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 coming up. That one, this is outside.
So Ryan taking a very patient approach to the at-bat here.
Ryan fouls one back. towards the Campus Activity Center. And the count 2 balls and 1 strike, where there's indoor soccer going on.
They might be hearing things ping off the roof over there.
I don't know, it gets pretty loud indoor soccer in there.
Yeah, that's true.
The 2-2. Ryan fly ball center field.
That could score.
O'Hare
Bob.
going back.
That's going to score.
He's going
Bob.
to catch it on the run.
Yep.
Bob's coming home.
No chance to get
They
Bob.
were thinking 2 sacrifice flies on that. There's 2 sacrifice reviews on that. But Ryan did exactly what he needed to do. Hit it deep enough out there that O'Hare going back had to make the play on the run going backwards. Gave Bob the jump, and he's at home after scoring the run.
Easily scored on that one, too.
Logan moves to third for Josh Stivers.
Larks need a base hit here to get Logan home.
Stivers from Bettendorf, Iowa.
Well, Bettendorf, yeah. Nice little town there, Quad City.
And a curveball drops over for Moore. Moore's been working hard here. He came in relief and has pitched in 2 2/3 so far.
Mm-hmm.
Or 2 1/3 so far, excuse me.
What the heck?
What?
I've been doing the count this whole game.
Yeah?
And it hasn't been showing up on the screen.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's weird.
Even though it said it was.
Huh.
Grr.
The 1-1 coming up.
The whole game, guys.
The whole game she's been
the
doing
whole
it.
entire game. I swear I've been doing it. It's not because I'm lazy. Well,
Is that why we haven't heard much from you?
She's been concentrating.
Yeah, I'm concentrating
Yeah.
on why the stupid count hasn't been showing up.
Trying really hard.
The 2-1 coming up.
Which we appreciate your efforts.
We do, Jazz.
At least Rusty's been saying it.
That one's a fly ball up in the wind. Long
That's
run.
going to get out of play.
Out of play as
that might
ball
hit the bus.
Moved about 135 feet.
Yes, it did.
Maybe more.
That started out pretty much towards right field and ended up...
It was, I mean, I'd say 15 feet off the line in right field and ended up almost in Canada.
Yeah.
What?
Well, Colorado. That's west.
It was going north. It was going northwest. Canada. Almost made it.
Montana.
They count 2 balls and 2 strikes. To Josh. Josh, a little chopper. That's fielded behind the bag for fair ball. Josh aboard scores.
Boy. Good play by Murillo, though.
Murillo did stay on it. Josh legs out. The single gets a ribby for his trouble.
Definitely. Take that for the Larks. Keeps the rally going. And the Larks managed to hang a crooked number up there.
Yeah. Larks now up 9-6.
Love those crooked numbers on the scoreboard for the Larks. Hearing some chirping in the dugout or something?
He did, yeah.
What?
He's warning the dugout, I think.
He did. He warned the head coach, I do believe.
The ump did?
Yes,
he did. Not sure for what. We can't really hear
I love it.
things that are being said, so.
Kalen fouls
What?
him backing out of play.
He was complaining about how they thought it was foul.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Okay.
Alex said. Can't really hear a lot with these things on.
No.
Well, they are aviation headphones.
Yes. Well, these are aviation headphones?
That dirt's coming right from my face.
Yes. Let's get our computers all dusty, please. Thank you.
The 0-1 on the way. And they step out. We're trying to clear the dirt from their eyes.
Yeah. A lot of these guys probably wearing contact lenses and things like that. That's not fun when you get a eye full of dust.
Josh over there at first base with 2 outs. And the curveball stays upstairs to Kalen. And they count 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner goes.
Ooh,
Throw.
you got him.
Not in
he
time.
didn't. Phew.
Soto thought he got it there in time. I think the wind just knocks it down just
Yeah,
enough.
I was going to say, it looked like a good throw.
Josh with a stolen base. And they count 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch was a little low.
It's a tough ball to throw on, that was for sure.
Yeah, it's a tough throw to make, especially if you have any tail in the throw at all, the wind is going to help
mess with it, yeah.
Over-accentuate it.
You've got to have an absolute cannon as a catcher to throw in this wind down to second.
As Kalen stepping in, and Kalen looks outside. As that pitch stays too far outside, they count 3 balls and 1 strike.
I mean, frankly, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen more stolen bases.
Kind of surprised we haven't seen more text messages, live chats, emails, or tweets today.
Yeah, we got 1 email, though.
There's a lot of people here, though.
There are a lot of people here. You're absolutely right, Jasmine. Kalen fouls one off, and the count now full, 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I mean, people can text us trivia questions or chat, different
Getting the live
things
chat.
we've seen in the news in baseball and things like that. Spring training updates, who knows, whatever.
Payoff pitch. Inside,
There
Kalen
we go.
draws the walk.
That's the second walk of the game.
Now there's 2 on for Jeremy.
So Jeremy's got a run scored when he got on with a walk last inning. Has another RBI when he got on with a fielder's choice.
I want to know if Nick's dad is listening. Because you know how he said in the first game, or the only game we broadcasted or commentated?
So far.
Yeah. He said that I need to work on my Australian accent.
Yeah.
So I found this app on my phone.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, my goodness.
And I've been practicing, but it's not very good, I don't think. But I need him to be the ultimate judge,
Well, we'll see. Hopefully Nick's dad is tuning in.
And I guess technically it's the Australian dialect.
What do you mean?
Not accent.
It's an accent.
No, they would be native English speakers. Therefore, it's a dialect.
What?
Yeah.
No.
That is how it works. Accents are when people are not native English speakers.
What do you even know?
I know everything.
I don't think so. What's he running out there for?
They're looking at something like Moore's arm.
Somebody might be hurt. Did he maybe overthrow on that last pitch?
I don't know.
Or?
They're looking at the arm, and
it's early in the season, so sometimes some of these nagging things can get blown up here early in the season.
Right.
as they'll take things off. We'll be in action tomorrow at 12 and 2, and then it's a long break for Hesston College Broadcasting.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes, because the weekend after that,
spring break.
where are they going to be? It's spring break.
So
It's inside the tournament too, because that's the most important thing.
It'd be on the knob.
You can use the use the computer or the amplifier.
Should we take a commercial break?
Yeah, we'll take a break here.
They're bringing
in a reliever. We'll be back.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living.
I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
I think. Tyler Angela?
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose.
3, 2, 1.
As we're back here, Jeremy Deckinger.
And then Stephen B. Ryan are asking if we can confirm if there's a makeup game this coming Monday.
There is on the 12th. I remember that. We forgot to add it to the schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to talk to Gary about that. There is a makeup game on the 12th.
Against McPherson College?
Right, I believe so.
It is on it's on the website.
Yeah, but I think we need to put that up. It's not on the MITS calendar.
And after this weekend, the next slate of games is Saturday, March 10th at Northern Oklahoma College in Tonkawa.
In Nosy Tonkawa.
Yep.
Tonkawa?
And we won't necessarily be here at Heston until the 23rd.
So there's a pitch over for the strike for Jeremy. Jeremy, first pitch swinging on the ground, though, at the second baseman. Schmidt tosses over. And that will do it. Larks get a couple, though. They lead 9-6 heading into the top of the 6th. We're back after this.
There is something greater than anything the world has to offer. Money, fame, fortune. It's finding meaning to your life, to find a purpose for living. And that's what we do at Heston College. We help people find that special calling, to find out what they were born to be and do, to figure out that purpose that's greater than themselves.
At Heston College, I really think about the logo as being centered to who we are. It's a greater than sign. It's an arrow. It's taking people places. And it's taking students beyond their worldview, beyond their comfort zones. It's about helping students be greater than themselves through an environment that is focused on Christ. I'm greater than thinking I can do this on my own.
I am greater than my fears.
I'm greater than bullying. I am greater than systems of oppression and confined ideas.
I'm greater than greed.
I am greater than being content with just a Sunday faith.
I'm greater than perfectionism.
So I'm greater than my former self.
But
you would.
I would. You're correct.
The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program. Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College Nursing Program today.
And welcome back here to Oswald Field. KT Gerald's coming in to pitch here in the top of the 6th. Cody Grunhagen, Scott Harrison, and Chad O'Hare all due up here for Dakota County Tech.
And this will be KT's 5th appearance on the year. He's got 2.1 innings pitched in total. He struck out 2.
And that's one thing about the Lark bullpen, Phil, that head coach Kyle Howe wanted. He said we've got a lot of guys who can work, who might work one inning.
Sure.
Got a lot of one-inning guys who can come in and do some work for an inning, maybe an inning and a third, and go with it from
That's
there.
pretty nice to have in the JUCO level, too. If you can have a starter that'll take you 4 or 5 innings deep, and then you can bring in your setup guys, it's perfect. So Kyle got his pitching staff in order.
My tongue red?
Not bad.
I mean, it's normally red, right?
Pink. Nice try.
The 0-1 coming up. Fly ball center field. Kyler going back.
It's going to be an adventure.
And then Cooper calling him off and makes a play.
Interesting.
And Coop, I think, had a better read on that ball than
He
Kyler.
must have. Normally, center fielder, you're going to let him take whatever he wants. But I think Coop probably had a little bit easier read because the ball like that's going to get pushed more towards right field, so it's easier to catch it that way.
Right.
Swing and a miss here by Scott Harrison. Harrison tips it in the glove, but a foul.
Did not get cheated on that swing.
No, he did not.
Harrison hit a double his last time up.
Mm-hmm. Scored and had a ribby on the double.
Yep.
That one misses upstairs.
Ooh, and we got a face full of dust here.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. Wonderful.
Lovely.
Tastes good.
Little Oklahoma red clay.
Yep. Tastes like baseball.
And the 1-2 coming up. Swing and a miss. Harrison
Ew,
goes down.
Go.
As we're in the 6th. And there's 2 outs for Chad O'Hare.
So far, KT doing a nice job here. Was it 4 pitches in?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like the wind picked up.
It's gusting pretty good. Gusting.
Check my weather app too.
Well, it's up to 67 degrees though. I'll tell you what, that's not too bad.
70.
Yeah.
KT misses to O'Hare.
You got 69, huh?
The swing and a miss by...
What app? What weather app are you using?
It's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's the What the Forecast app.
Oh, okay.
The 1-1 coming up.
Well, the sun can be mean sometimes, I think.
Chop it back up the middle off KT. Nick running barehanded, no play.
Nope.
Good
I'm
hustle.
going to call that a single, though.
I'm going to give that a single, too.
Yeah. That's a single in my book. I don't know what they... Yep, they scored a hit. Mm-hmm. All right.
Bradley Goulet stepping in.
Goulet scored in his last at-bat. Got on with an error.
0 for 3.
Yep, and stole the base, and then scored off the triple by Schmidt.
And he looks the fastball upstairs.
Whew, that
That
was
one too
inside.
far. It's
Yes.
inside. And the count 2 balls and no strikes.
A lot of guys.
We are in a fire weather warning.
We are a warning.
Yep, fire weather warning.
Aren't we always? This is Kansas.
Well, you don't want to be burning outside. Is that pitch right there at the knees for a strike?
Definitely not today. There were a couple fires here in the county yesterday.
Really?
Well, yeah, one of them got pretty big, apparently.
I guess it is that time of year.
There's one downstairs. And count 3 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, low humidity, a lot of wind, a lot of dry out there. It's a dangerous time.
Warmer temperatures.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that little dog over there. Oh.
The 3-1. Fouled back, and the count now moved full 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's a pretty good fire in Pratt County yesterday.
Yes, there was, and Cotton Gin.
Where at?
Pratt.
Between.
You said Pratt County. I didn't know if it was Pratt.
It was between Pratt and Greenberg.
Yeah. Colette or Collison? It's Collison.
Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Goulet goes down looking. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Larks lead 9-6 back after this.
Yep.
My name is Molly Shervany, and both my parents and my older sister have gone to KU. It's kind of the thing we do. And that's what I was planning on too. But I loved the Hesston College tour. I still remember my personal guide, Kimmy, and talking with all the art professors. At KU, I was in a huge group of students, and I didn't really get to see what I wanted. Hesston College made it for me. Taking gen eds at Hesston is helping me build a really strong foundation. I get individual attention and know my professors and everyone in my class. I like the personal relationships, and that's something that Hesston offered that nowhere else did. With this foundation, I'll be ready to finish my major at KU. I'm currently a Hesston Lark, but soon I'll be cheering Rock Chalk Jayhawk at KU.
I'm Roman Arnold from Dallas, Texas. I toured my dad's school, Texas A&M, and it really was beautiful, but it was huge. He talked about class sizes being over 100. I visited Hesston as a baseball prospect and never looked back. I got the chance to be involved right away, not only on the field, but as a part of the community. Everybody knows each other on campus. We're really close-knit. And if you want faith to be a part of your athletic experience, no one does that better than Hesston.
Kyler Reinhardt coming into bat here in the 6th as we're back here at Oswald Field. And the first pitch offered at a bunt. This is 1 strike now to Kyler. Kyler subbed in for Joel in the 4th.
Yep, as a pinch runner.
He stayed in the outfield, moved to center field. Kyler takes one downstairs. And the count even 1 ball, 1 strike to Mr. Reinhardt. Little bunt laid down, but it will trickle foul. And Kyler quickly behind 0-1. Excuse me, 1-2.
Got any tissues?
No, but there is a roll of toilet paper floating around here somewhere.
Oh, nice.
I just don't. It was on that chair that Alec was in, and I don't know what happened to it.
Did you move?
I'm sure that roll's not dusty.
Oh, it's up there.
It's right up there.
I'm sure it's not dusty or anything.
It's not.
Like
It's
that.
actually not bad.
I just need to blow my nose, so
Yeah,
it should be.
Get all the red
Do the job.
dirt out of your nose.
Yep.
The 1-2. Swing and miss. Kyler
Oof.
goes down.
Yep.
Swinging, and that brings up Coop.
Cooper scored a run his first at bat, but then has flown out to right and lined out to first base his last at bat. It was a nice hit. Just right at the first baseman.
No, and misses downstairs. We got 1 ball.
Captain Cooper Morgan. Have we ever called him that before?
No.
Captain
We
Coop.
should. Captain Morgan.
Cooper Morgan.
I like it.
Let's not. No.
No, I don't think we're in.
I think
Count
that's a
2
bad
balls,
idea.
no strikes to Coop.
Just me then? Okay.
Yeah, we're just not going to bring that one up.
I mean,
like 2 balls, no strikes. And Coop looks at a strike up there at the top part of the zone, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. one skips
Leaves it
downstairs.
Down. Yep. Cooper being very patient up there. I like it. Of course, with no guys on, guys tend to actually be a lot more patient at the plate than they would with runners in scoring position.
Strike on the inside corner. Coop thought it was strike, ball 4.
Actually read an article on ESPN about that issue in Major League Baseball. About, hitters in Major League Baseball tend to be a lot more aggressive.
That's a little chopper.
There we go.
Hole right side. Coop aboard with a single.
Base hit.
Hey, we'd love to hear from you guys. We've only had one text message. We've had several emails.
We've had a lot of emails, many more emails than we have had.
Send us a text, 620-217-1465.
No
Again, the number,
Tweets.
620-217-1465. Whether you're a fan of Dakota County, fan of Larks, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. If you're not a fan of either, though, apparently we don't want to.
Nick Platten steps in.
If it's something encouraging, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like maybe people tune in just to hear my soothing voice. Then I'd want to hear from you.
Soothing?
Yeah.
1-0 coming up. I wasn't going to touch it. I was thinking the same thing you were, Phil. As that one gets by Zoda.
Oh.
Zoda can't come up with it. And
having a tough time with that
Coops
one.
Down to second.
That thing kind of bounced real funny, too, for Zoda.
Jumped up and went behind. He thought it went behind him, stayed in front of him, but as he spun, then the ball did end up behind him.
Did end up, but yeah, that was one of those goofy things that can happen.
Nick, a fly ball right side, up in the wind. That could be trouble. That one, foul ball by about 6 inches.
Yep.
Nick was thinking double, triple, ribby.
I'm a little surprised Harrison wasn't able to get there in time for it, though.
Well, as fast as that ball was tailing, though.
Well, that's the thing. When you're right-handed hitter and you're hitting it down the right field line, it's going to naturally tail anyways, and then the wind is going to push it that much faster.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell.
That one skips downstairs in the dirt. 3-1 now to Nick. Good hitters count here for Nick.
Mm-hmm.
First base is open. And Nick will be aboard on the walk. And that'll bring up Bob Fujimura.
So the Larks in business here to start the 6th.
Got a text, go Larks, from Ryan's mom in Bettendorf, Iowa.
All right. Go Hawks, right?
No, not
yeah,
right.
I'm sure it is. Or Cyclones. Probably Cyclones.
Phil, an Iowa native. Came from Iowa.
That's unfortunate.
Went to Iowa Mennonite School. We became friends here at Hudson College.
That's right. Then
friends
I
ever since.
Ventured up to Iowa State. Finished off my degrees there. Great place to be from, Russ.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Well, apparently my wife saw a thing where it said Iowa's the best state. I don't know.
Stop.
She just...
It was written by...
Let me guess, it was on the internet?
Yeah.
Of course it's on the internet.
By a super credible source. I'm sure.
I think
somebody from Kansas wrote it.
I think it was Iowa's Life was the site it was on.
Probably.
The 0-1 coming up. Poor Bob. Bob scoots out of the way and account.
We don't have a website like that.
One ball, one strike.
We do have a lot of corn.
Bob chops one foul.
Ooh, that hit the light pole.
And bouncing back.
How often are you going to see that happen?
Not very often. We saw a game get canceled because there was smoke coming out of a light pole. We've seen a little bit of everything.
That was a little scary.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, it was getting, it was getting dark, and then all of a sudden I was like, that's on fire.
Yeah.
Lit. Literally lit.
Yeah, literally
it was
lit.
A fire.
What was that, 2 years ago?
4.
No, it wasn't 4 years
2 years ago. It's funny because you're old.
Rob was still coaching.
So the years
that
just
one
blur
fouled
together.
back and over the press box. Bob battling.
I missed you, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting boring being mean to Rusty.
That's just too easy with Russ.
I know.
Yeah.
They said Bob offered, and Bob retired on strikes.
Unfortunately, I have to agree, I think.
And that brings up Logan Dryden. Logan 2 for 2. Been on base 3 times. His on-base percentage of 1 trillion.
You'd sure like to see Cooper Nick score
Can
here.
I shut this? I'm going to.
Maybe.
Cooper up there on second base.
Larks threatening here in the 6th with runners at first and second, but 2 away. And Logan saying, stay at home.
Logan needs to add to his RBI total here.
Logan lays the bunt down, trying the bunt.
Yeah.
Trying to drag one down first base with
He was.
Fred.
I like it.
Playing back.
A little bit of a risk with 2 outs, but why not? If you can get on that way.
So the Squirrel has the count even up at a ball and a strike. That one upstairs. And they count 2-1.
I feel like the drag bunt in baseball is underutilized these days.
I agree. That one outside, and they count 3 balls, 1 strike, especially with shifts.
Yes. Oh, definitely with shifts. Why wouldn't you bunt into a shift?
Or push bunt, drag bunt, do something and cause havoc.
Make them pay for that. Some people are like, no, that's Bush League. No, that's not Bush League.
No, playing a shift could be considered Bush League if you want to go with that.
If you're going to go that route.
Strike at the knees. Logan pulls back on 3-1.
Bunting is a legit baseball play.
Small ball, baby.
Hey, you know it.
Cause some chaos. Put some pressure on the defense.
Yep.
Count is full to Logan. And a big payoff pitch from Antilla. Logan calls time.
Of course, I used to be, a big proponent of playing ball the right way and that type of thing, but I've kind of come around on let's have some fun.
I like having a little
Flip
bit
the
of fun.
bat a little bit if you did a home run. Who cares? Celebrate.
Logan fouls one back.
Yeah. Was that your dad?
No.
It almost sounded like it.
What did he say?
I don't know.
That's funny.
Something about let's score.
Rusty said no.
It was.
It was. Like
on the ground! But a nice backhand play.
Line. He doesn't have a play with
They're
anybody.
coming home.
Oh, you got him. That was silly.
Cooper came all the way home and is tagged out at home.
I think some signals got mixed up.
I think Kyle said I kind of sent you. Through it. Coop gets tagged out. Logan gets a little single on the. Nick gets over third.
Logan gets a signal, and then that'd
Coop
be
gets tagged out at
3-2 tag out on Cooper.
Okay, we're taking a break.
My name is Caitlin Nichols, and I'm from Mesa, Colorado. I'm Carissa Slayback, and I'm from Newton, Kansas. My name's Connor Atkinson, and I'm from Hutchinson, Kansas.
My name's Essence Tolson, and I'm from Otis, Colorado.
My name's Hunter Begley, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
I'm Kadria Healy, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
My name's Kara Horton, and I'm from Americus, Kansas.
My name is Malaya Bray, I'm from Hugo, Oklahoma.
My name is Morgan Stern, and I'm from Lehigh, Utah. Hi, I'm Savannah Villegas, and I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas.
My name is Sheila Hedrick, and I'm from Cheraw, Colorado.
My name is Whitney Green, and I'm from Texarkana, Arkansas.
Aubrey Johnson, Mustang, Oklahoma.
Braden Hancock, Brighton, Colorado.
Kyle Hartley, Bend, Kansas.
Colby Korf, Hugoton, Kansas.
Coy Campbell, Dallas, Texas.
C.R. Curlis, Hayesville, Kansas.
David Ladwig, Wichita, Kansas.
Grant Harding, Lewisburg, Kansas.
Ishmael Moye, Arlington, Kansas.
Isaiah Smith, Dallas, Texas.
Kendall Pelton, Cheyenne Wells, Colorado.
Malik Morar, Arlington, Texas.
As we're in the top of the 7th here, back at Oswald Field, Larks have brought in their closer, Jacob Harris, to work here in the 7th inning to shoot 3 and 4 for the Dakota County Technical Order. And Jacob, first pitch fouled off on the left side.
Yeah, this is Jacob's 7th appearance on the year. He's got 9 strikeouts.
Has a couple saves, does he not?
He has 2.
Has a couple saves, does he not?
That's what I said.
That's exactly what he has, yes. Couple saves.
That one inside and low. On the count, even at a ball and a strike.
This is the best thing that ever happened to the world.
Chapstick?
Sugar cookie chapstick.
The 1-1 and Bear chases Jacob.
Does it even taste like sugar cookies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
On the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
It's dangerous.
On the ground, at Bob. Bob plays the hop. Nice play by Bob, coming off, and the Larks commit the error. As that throw pulls Kalen off of the bag. And Bear aboard.
Yep. It's a tough
it was
throw
a tough
there.
play.
Yeah.
I mean,
you made the play, then the throw just not on line.
Bob played the hop, and the count, and that brings up Travis Schmidt.
You know, sometimes when you have a little bit too much time to think about the throw, things like that can happen.
That pitch fouled back.
Chair is squeaky.
The 1-1 fouled back to the fence. And the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Schmidt.
There we go.
Rusty, if the Larks win both games today, what will their record be?
They'd be 9-7.
Well, thank you.
There you go.
Rusty and Phil.
Yeah, that's about the 3rd time we've done that today. That one fouled back and out of play.
It's a little creepy.
Slightly.
Yeah.
So what happens when you've been friends for a long, long time?
Best friends forever.
Something like that.
He's all right.
I mean, he was just in my wedding.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
I think he got 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Wait, what? You were married twice. I didn't know that.
I went downstairs, skipped by JD.
I was hoping if I whisper, nobody would hear me.
Yeah, everyone did.
Everybody just heard that.
Maybe not.
It doesn't matter.
I think that makes a huge difference. I don't know why.
It's something with a grounding.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
You might be blocking some of the electromagnetic.
No, but when you
induction.
touch it, you're grounding the
Does that
laptop.
mean I'm absorbing them?
Oh, yeah, you're grounding the laptop. So you should do that.
Nope. I'm not about to absorb them.
You're not absorbing anything.
No, you're fine.
Except knowledge, Jasmine.
Soaking it up.
And the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Travis Schmidt.
Look, when we both do it, it's even quieter.
Schmidt tapped one.
That's crazy.
I can do this the whole game. I just can't change the count then.
And the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So why don't we figure out a way to ground the laptop?
I've tried putting like objects on it.
Let's MacGyver this thing.
What?
MacGyver?
I don't understand that. reference.
It's an actual current TV show right now.
Outside corner for strike 3 for Schmidt. He's frozen at the dish.
A little backwards K action. Nice pitch by Jacob Harris.
And his dad is here too. A lot of parents showed up today.
I'm going to bring up Caleb Zoda. He is 1 for 3.
Yeah.
With a stolen base. Yeah, there's a lot of...
I'm sure Jacob's grandparents are listening.
Things like that here. Students.
Off-speed breaking ball for the strike.
Are you trying to get people to, like, write you and stuff?
Write me?
Yeah.
Like a letter?
No, like group chat or whatever.
Yeah.
Live chat.
Wait, what do you mean? Am I trying? That's the whole object. That's why
another curveball for strike 2.
That's the only reason I show up.
Is to interact with people online?
Duh.
Instead of actually just talking to them?
Yeah. Well, because it's so much harder when you feel like nobody's actually listening, you know?
And the O2.
Like, people could be watching with their sound off.
They probably should.
And you know how sad that is?
Probably do that.
No, that makes me upset, because I'm here talking for nothing. It's comforting to know people are listening.
And they count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Am I right?
It's nice to hear from people.
Thank
I like
you.
hearing from
I like to hear from people
yeah.
for sure. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's nice just to have a conversation with you guys.
Nah. When is that ever nice?
They'll chop her up the middle.
Never mind that.
Nick having to run a long run for Nick, throw across.
Ooh.
They missed the tag, but it's a great play by Nick on the far side to make a long run.
Good play by Haynes to catch that and keep it from going into the dugout or anything like that.
Give that a hit. There's no error on that. I mean, that's a long run for Nick. It's going to take...
Yeah. It would take an extraordinary throw.
Effort, yep.
Yeah. What are they going to call it?
Trent Fredenberg coming up.
So Baratek's third on the fielder's choice. I'm calling that a hit. All right.
Yeah.
See, Fredenberg also 1 for 3. Runs scored in the 4th inning.
They're charging an error to
Two RBI. They did charge an error. Oh, my. Interesting.
Larks with their 3rd error of the contest.
Which is that's about their average, right?
It seems that way. It might be a little more. Jacob deals. Catch the outside corner to the strike for Trent Fredenberg. Tying run at the plate here for Dakota County with 1 out.
Did you say as a team the Larks are leading the nation in errors?
Yep.
How is that a thing?
Well,
that seems like really extreme. Like
it is.
Maybe like the region or the
country.
Something else.
Well,
the country.
Wow.
When you commit many errors, then you lead the country.
JD blocks it.
Oh.
A little FI, fielder indifference.
Yep. And Zoda runs down to second and
actually
removes a forced situation.
The pinch runner they brought in runs down to second.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't see the number who they came in.
I don't know who that is either.
Chopper.
That's going to be fair.
Bob eats it.
Yep.
And allows the runner, but that's okay because the forced situation comes back on.
Yep.
Back in.
Now you can, the play is at home, though, for Heston. Unless you can get a double play. Sure double play.
They're looking for Jacob Murillo, excuse me, is 0 for 3.
0 for 3. And you would give up if you had to, you'd give up a run for the out.
In this situation, absolutely. Yeah. You're still up by 3.
Yep.
Larks with a little bit of cushion, but things tightening up quickly.
They are. You'd much rather make the play at home if you could, but...
That one fouled back. And down the first baseline.
Ramiro struck out twice, grounded out to shortstop in the first at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and Murillo quickly behind 0-2. Strike 3 at the knees. Murillo goes down looking frozen at the dish.
He was.
And now there's
That's
2 outs.
Rough day for Murillo.
And the infield goes back to normal depth.
Yep. Now your play is at your base.
Take the
pick it clean and go home.
Cody Grunhagen singled in the 4th and drove in a run as Jacob misses outside.
A little bit of a slider action that didn't quite break enough.
That one stays downstairs. Good block by Deck.
Definitely.
That one downstairs, and count 3 balls, no strikes now.
Yep.
So
you don't want to just leave this ball right over the plate, though. If you can, walking him is better than giving up a big hit. Now we're going to have a little strategic conference on the mound here. And running the balls out to the umpire actually buys them a little bit more time on the mound, probably.
So 3-0 to Grunhagen, the DH. And that one misses inside low, and a walk issued.
Little RBI walk.
And Dakota County now within 2, and this is Scott Harrison. Harrison doubled in the 4th, struck out in the 6th, also flew out in the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Got an RBI for his trouble in the 4th.
Mm-hmm. And Jacob Harris starts Harrison off with a strike.
It's a good comeback pitch for Harrison.
For Harris?
Harris, sorry.
Harrison's batting, Harris is pitching.
That's not confusing at all.
Another big curveball from Jake.
Woo, that was a good curve.
And the count 0-2. Jacob telling me that he's ready to do some fishing when he gets some free time.
Where are you going to send him?
There's a chopper on the ground. Bob plays off the hop, throw across. Kalen can't come up with a scoop. Tying run on the way home.
Wow.
And another Lark error. Allows the tying run to come to the plate and score.
They weren't done playing baseball today in this game.
Another error by the Larks.
Yes,
their 4th of the game.
We have a pinch hitter here, number 24. It's a Blaze Hoagie, looks like. Coming in for Chad O'Hare.
So Hoagie coming in. Dakota County has rallied to tie this 9-9. As the Lark fielding woes continue. That one gets by Jeremy, and now Dakota County ahead. On the pass ball. Dakota County now on top 10-9.
Lark's going to have their work cut out for them a little bit in the bottom half.
Mm-hmm. pitch at the knees for a strike. Swing and miss from Hoagie. Fly ball.
It's an adventure.
Out there to center field. And Kyler runs on and makes a play. But now the Larks with some work to do. They allow 4 runs in the bottom of the top of the 7th. We will go to the bottom of the 7th. Larks trail by 1, 10-9.
Earn your Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree at Heston College and become part of their 50-year tradition of outstanding nursing education. Located just 30 minutes north of Wichita, Heston College is a small, Christ-centered private college that provides state-of-the-art training for tomorrow's caregivers. The nursing program has maintained accreditation throughout its 50-year history, and 3 tracks offer you the BSN program you need to meet your goals, whether you are just starting out or building upon your previous education. The RN to BSN program offers hybrid courses scheduled to promote life balance, and also offers a special RN to BSN tuition program.
Small class size allows Heston College faculty to get to know and genuinely care for each student. A rigorous, holistic nursing curriculum provides practical hands-on experience in our active simulation lab. You will also gain real-world caregiving experience ranging from neonatal to geriatric and well-respected regional clinical agencies.
From my first contact with Heston College, I could feel the caring atmosphere. The nursing faculty made me feel at home. They walked me through the curriculum, and now as a student, they regularly check in on my life, my family, and my success.
Heston College provides the education and personal attention expected of a top private school at a cost comparable to public institutions. 100% of students who applied for financial aid received aid.
After classroom and clinicals, the ultimate goal is passing the RN licensure exam and getting a job. 98% of Heston College's 1,600 graduates have achieved a RN licensure. Graduates are well respected in the healthcare industry with a great record of job placement. My employer loves hiring Heston graduates and recruits them every spring.
Be a part of the tradition of caring as a Heston College BSN student. Learn more about the Heston College nursing program today.
Bottom of the 7th here from Oswald Field. Larks with a lot of work to do as they trail 10-9 after giving up 4 runs in the bottom of the top of the 7th. And Ryan Morrissey takes a strike here.
But the Larks have shown with the bats they can do some damage, so you never know. You never know with this team.
From Alex Farley.
Oh, Alex Farley pitching. All right.
Farley misses downstairs, and the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a pitch on the outside corner from Farley, and the count now 1-2 to Morrissey. Ryan singled in the first, walked in the second, flew out in the third, and had a sacrifice fly in the 5th. Busy day for Ryan.
Yeah, he's been busy.
That one scoots through the catcher. This is a new catcher, too. I'm not sure who it is.
Got through the wickets. Is that 23? Then that would be Scott. No?
I think it's 33.
Is that 33? Ian Walker.
And
yeah,
the 2-2.
I'd say that's 33.
Misses upstairs. Ryan watches it to full.
Very patient approach here. Larks need some runners and things like that. And such.
Morrissey, a little bloop. Could be
Should
trouble, and
get
it
down.
will.
There it
It's a
is.
seeing eye single for Ryan. Little flare.
Good way to
bloop,
start the inning.
And the tying run on deck. And this brings up, looks like Zach Duncan.
All right.
And he was out for, how long was he out for? A couple weeks.
Couple
right?
weeks with a broken eyeball.
Yeah.
Broken eyeball?
Pretty sure he he shattered his, or
It was his orbital. Really wasn't
his cheekbone too.
Yeah, and his cheekbone.
He got drilled in the face in
practice.
That's
in the
practice.
Activity
the
Center.
CAC. Yeah.
The lefty Farley catches the outside corner against Zach.
It was pretty gross.
Yeah,
like
that
his
would be-
eyeball was bleeding. It was pretty bad.
He broke his eyeball.
Yeah.
You break your eyeball, that's not necessarily helpful. This is Duncan's 5th at bat on the year.
Huh?
Zach offered at it. And they count 0-2. Kalen Haynes on deck.
Kalen was actually the person who drilled him in the face.
Oh.
Not intentionally.
No, of course not.
Going inside
There
and
we go.
scoots away from the new catcher Walker, and Morrissey, the tie and run, moves into scoring position.
I believe that'll be a pass ball.
On the pass ball. Yeah, I heard it hit his glove all the way up here.
Oh, yes.
Thumped the glove.
I saw it.
Yeah, thumped the glove up here.
And we could hear it through our aviation headphones.
Yeah. Which do a good job of cutting a lot of the noise, which
Yes,
is kind of
they
nice.
do. It's very nice, actually. The crazy thing is I always forget that they can hear us out on the field.
Sometimes, depending on the wind.
Probably not today,
Not today,
with the
huh?
wind. But when it's a normal day, it's a little creepy.
They can hear us?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
When there's not wind like this.
Press box is a little bit echoey sometimes as Zach looks at the pitch and the count.
Well, especially if there's not a lot of chatter like right now. Our voices just carry right down there.
They count now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh,
One
Duncan
stays upstairs,
yep.
and Zach now ahead in the count 3 balls.
Doing a
2
good
strikes.
job. Very patient.
Looking for something to hit.
Yep. At this point, though, you better, if it's a strike, you swing. If it's not, let it go.
That one down in the dirt. Ball 4, free pass.
All right.
Now
So
the Larks
Larks-
with a little something doing.
Yep.
Kalen
Looking
Haynes coming
promising.
Making some noise.
up. Larks trying to rally.
Mm-hmm.
They trail 10-9, none out, and 2 aboard for the Larks.
Well, Galen Hayes scored his first time at bat with a walk. Got on last time with a walk as well.
Kalen 0 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out as well.
Yep.
And that one upstairs from Farley. For a
Farley
ball.
having a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, it's been about 4 or 5 straight balls now
Yep.
for.
And you'd like to see the Larks kind of not help him out with that.
Have to be very patient.
Yeah. Keep it patient.
Kalen misses and taps one foul.
That pitch looked like a strike, though.
On the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Sometimes when guys are having trouble locating, they can make a mistake that's easy to hit. Oh.
There's a curveball
Yep.
that fooled Kalen, and the count now 1 and 2. To the man with the dirtiest hat on the team.
I'm going to predict another curve. Kalen
And
asking for
calls
time.
Pitcher catcher going to go through their signs again. They couldn't get on the same page.
Farley taking his time. Yeah, exactly. Somebody's screaming.
That one too far inside on the curveball. They count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good patience by Kaylin.
What the heck?
Yes, Jasmine?
Sometimes this thing will just like if I hit it once, it'll go like 2 more times. So my count gets all messed up.
And then you have to hit it
So
some
it says
more.
2-2. Kaylin fouls it off and back to the fence.
Good foul.
Fights it off.
Yep. Staying alive.
No.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's
Don't
not
elaborate on it.
That's not my thing.
No, he's staying alive in the batter's box by fouling it off. And the 2-2 delivery. Kaylin fly ball line drive out there. As the runners are going to move, maybe?
Nope.
They are. They're going to move.
Oh, they are.
Ryan
Morse play aggressive.
Sliding in as Kaylin flying out. Morrissey moves to third, and a tying run just 90 feet away.
Yep. Good aggressive base running by the Larks there. Worth it, because he still had the tying run over at first if he gets out.
I agree.
It's an aggressive play, though. Very aggressive play.
And they're going to bring a visit out to the mound.
But you know what? With the way that we've been having wild pitches and pass balls, it's good to have a runner on third in this situation.
You're down by 1 here. Do you ever think of the suicide squeeze, Phil?
The what?
Who's at bat? Deckinger?
Deckinger's at bat.
What's the suicide squeeze?
I'd probably let Deck go ahead and hit away.
No, Jasmine, a suicide squeeze is if you have a runner at third base, the runner takes off for home, and the batter lays a bunt down. You have to get the bunt down.
You gotta get it down or else.
Or you're out.
Oh,
you're dead by a week.
But it's the most exciting play in
baseball.
It's a
lot of fun to see a squeeze.
Yeah. I mean...
So something that more...
It'd be a lot of fun.
That's called a suicide squeeze. A safety squeeze is when the batter bunts and then the runner comes home.
Yeah. I'd say a suicide squeeze, if you're going to do it, you do a suicide one. And, I mean, it's a lot of fun. Why not?
It is. Logan Dryden for that one. Am I
right?
right?
I could see that.
Yeah. I'd say it depends on the skill, how good a bunter Deckinger is.
And just like that, Murillo's kind of thinking the same thing. He took 2 steps forward really quickly.
You got to watch out for it anyways. But at this point, I'd let him hit away.
With 1 out, I would too, but there's a strike at the knees. It's hard because you never want to make your first out, or your second out anyway, at home.
Definitely not, if you can help it.
But it would be something that you never know. You keep a team off balance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one coming up. That one stays upstairs, and they can't even at a
I'd
ball
say
strike.
If it was a tie ball game, you go for it.
Tie ball game? Yeah, I think a tie ball game. I'd take a shot there.
Yeah. Try to win it. That'd be so much fun.
Yeah. Runner goes. Snap throw back. And making a diving catch there was Murillo.
Murillo's hurt on that play.
But he made a great play. I mean, give him a lot of credit for keeping that ball.
Run on that play by doing that, honestly.
No, Morrissey's head hit him in the knee, I think.
Helmet?
Probably.
Trying to run it off.
Yeah, you can walk that off.
You're going to walk that off. But, I mean, give Murillo a lot of credit because he doesn't make that play. And
he has to catch
coming
that ball
home. Yep. And Zach might be on his way, too, because that ball's going to go all the way out. Might hit the fence and take a funny hop.
You never know what's going to happen there with the bullpen fence over there now.
Yeah.
But good news for the Larks. Duncan moves over to second. Winning run is now in scoring position.
Winning run just 120 feet away. Or
all it's going to take is a base hit to get real interesting here for the Larks.
Count 2-1 now to JD. JD's 0-4-3. Did score after drawing a walk in the fourth.
No need for Ryan at third to get too big of a lead either.
Infield all in. They are protecting against this run.
Far in.
This is where you hit the 120-foot or 122-foot blooper single, and the ball game's over.
Well,
or you're at least tied.
It's tied. I wouldn't say the guy from second could score on that.
The 2-1. Outside corner, 4-2.
It was right there. Hit the top of the zone.
Julia Gessling saying, "Let's go Larks, get the W."
Yeah.
Let's see too. Chopper on the ground. Play coming home. Throw is in time as Morrissey tagged out as Goulet comes home. And still the tying run moves over. Zach Duncan over there at third. As this will be Kyler Reinhardt batting.
Yep. And now you got to go. You just need your base hit to get that tying run.
Yeah, all you're looking for is a single.
Mm-hmm. Deckinger not necessarily a threat to steal either, so he does have a stolen base though.
This is Kyler.
Kyler batting.
Reinhardt.
First pitch high, ball one.
Another conference on the mound.
First baseman running over, tell him something that he might have picked up.
Possibly.
See, now we have more live chats and emails.
All right, who else is in that live chat?
I told you, Julia Gessling. Girlfriend of Harry Park. And he hasn't even pitched yet. She's a Lark loyal.
That one misses outside and away. The count now 2-0.
Well, we appreciate people watching.
That could be a new hashtag, Lark loyal. Man, I'm good.
I kind of like it, Jazz.
Yeah?
Me too. Put that on a t-shirt.
Snap throw back. Murillo makes another diving catch.
Yes, he did. Oh, my goodness.
Another run-saving catch. That's the second time that
he's hurt again, kind of. He's hobbling.
All you could hear was, no, 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 no.
Yeah. And that was head coach Kyle Helen warning Zach to stay close.
Yeah, he's going to throw down to third. That's an awfully risky play, though.
Count 2-1. Tying run just 90 feet away from the Larks. Winning run 120 feet. 180 feet again.
Poor Murillo over there. Third is getting
a workout.
Up.
Yeah,
he's handling it. He's holding
his
own.
Taking it. He's a big kid. Leaves it up.
Stays upstairs and the count 3 balls, 1 strike.
Oh wait, I should record this. What? Shouldn't I?
Sure.
I don't. Yeah, whatever.
3-1 coming up.
Ball
4 issued, and that brings up
Wait a second.
Cooper Morgan.
They're going to bring in a runner, I believe.
Yeah, we're going to have, is that number 8?
Preston Judd?
Yep, Preston Judd. Going to go out there for Deck.
Bold strategy.
Get some speed out there. Base hit. If you can score from second, that's a ball game.
Cooper digs in, and he'll work against Farley. Farley left-hander. Deals too far outside.
Yeah. Cooper just needs to be very patient.
The 1-0 coming up. That went in the dirt. A good block by Walker.
Yep, good job by Walker. If he doesn't make that block, tie ball game.
The count 2-0. Curveball stays upstairs.
Oh, buddy.
Broke late, didn't get over, and the count now 3-0 to Coop.
This is quite a bind here.
This is. This could be
my goodness. Farley cannot give in and just give up the walk.
There's a strike in the knees to Coop.
Cooper,
and that bat was going to be glued to Cooper's shoulder. He was not swinging no matter what the pitch was.
And that wasn't a pitch that you'd want to swing at anyways.
Even if it was underhanded toss up there, Cooper wasn't swinging.
I mean, maybe an underhand.
Ball four, and we're tied up. Cooper draws the walk. And we're all not tied up at 10, and that brings up Nick Platt.
My goodness. The Larks causing some anxiety.
We're all tied up now. Preston moves over to third base.
Yep, everybody moves over. Yes, this is the situation.
Nick is up, Murillo back.
A little suicide squeeze action, maybe? Nope.
Nick looks at a pitch away.
Well, and at this point, the Larks are going to be reluctant to just go ahead and swing away.
I don't know, Phil. I think I would call for a suicide squeeze right now. Murillo has been banged up over there.
And he's playing back. He's playing back. Why not?
Nick looks a pitch 2-0.
You wouldn't call it because you wouldn't do a suicide squeeze on this one if you can't throw a strike.
Yeah, oh, no, it has to be a strike.
0-2 count.
But like you said, I'm all for making baseball fun. Have a little bit of fun. Put some pressure on the
fun out there. Do
Why
some
not?
Crazy things.
2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner.
Caught the corner. That's been a strike all day.
Mm-hmm. And the 2-1. Nick chases, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That was the same pitch as he just threw, so Nick right to swing at that.
Mm-hmm. Deuce is wild. Now we are full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and we have.
Do you start the runners, Russ?
Absolutely.
All right. Get the runner started. Winning run is at third. Mm-hmm. Oh, my.
Ball 4, and the Larks have a walk-off walk.
Yep.
And come from behind to win 11-10.
After giving up the lead.
We will be back here with the start of Game 2 coming up after this.
Join us, won't you?
On the Lark Network.
Yes.